Alright, let's go talk to the Ithorians. Night speed. What is this place? Mazza sent me to speak with Chodo Habat. Actually, tell me about the restoration process first. Okay, sure. Hey, this is Austin in the future in the edit. Some folks commented in the last episode that they would love if I like summarized what the aliens are saying here whenever they're talking, because they can't hear it, you know, because they're like working, and so they can't like read the subtitles. I do start doing that, I think, in the next recording, some of which might end up being in this recording, but I did not get a chance to do that for this one. I considered trying to do summaries for each one, but it was taking forever. So I'm just going to do them going forward. And, you know, it is what it is. Thanks. I guess I'm the Jedi. I'm sure there's something here to loot. Ithorians. They're just hanging, huh? What do you got? Yeah, contract disputes are. Well, okay. Yeah, I guess it's fair. Cool to look outside. And let's take a look here. What are the two different rooms? We have vivarium that side and something else the other way. Let's see what's up with the vivarium. Vivarium sounds like a place Czerka is going to want us to come destroy. Oh, a Bachani plant. This appears to be a Bachani plant, one of the many specimens that the Ithorians are monitoring for the restoration project. Leave it alone, yeah. Uh-huh. What did I say? What do you do here? I'll be going now. I'm not going to deactivate anything. Come on. It's very funny. I do have the impulse. You know, last time when we played KOTOR 1 for the show, I had that impulse of like, I should play Dark Side. Nobody else is going to play Dark Side. And that might happen again, but this early in the game, I am taking a bit of joy in not needing to do that quite yet and playing kind of leaning light with occasional neutral. There's Moza. What do you do here? You lost your original droid intelligence. What will you do when your project is complete? Yeah, it seems like a big one. Alright, let's talk to the big man.
I hear you.
Nope, not Atten.
Yes.
Can you imagine if I meant Atten? Sensed your arrival. You sensed my arrival. Yeah, we did hear him say that. Standing so close to me. Moses said you could heal me. What did he mean? The hollows where it once flowed through you. I once felt the force, yes, and it is slowly returning. An unusual wound you carry.
Your speech is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your care burns and dies.
Okay.
You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
I'd like to hear your perspective on the matter. Why would the Telosian government allow this to happen? You're telling me the intergalactic corporation has more power on this local planet than even the planet's own government? What do you intend to do? Ah, the restoration project, huh? Someone definitely stole it. Oh yeah, the cops couldn't figure it out? Yeah. I'll return. We should go check in with Czerka also. I'm curious what they'll ask me to do. I have some thoughts. And I bet the exchange would, I guess the exchange wants me, as, if it is that exchange. It filled my senses. I do not know how he endures. It is because he has no choice. Is that the answer to how you'll help me? Is you'll help me by making me less fractured psychologically and emotionally by being part of something positive. It's fun, if that's what he means. I like something fun here is, we've now learned about the 3 Sith Lords. Sion, who seems to, I forget exactly what Craya said, but it was something around like body is so broken that he exists only through kind of rage. Another one who's hungry, who's driven by hunger, and one who is driven by betrayal or something. And it's interesting to think about Sion in relation to me as someone marked by wounds. I think that I'd already mentioned that I think one of the things that's immediately clear is that Craya had some sort of mentor-protege relationship, master-student relationship with Sion. And now here we are again. Craya is immediately working on similar things. Craya is now my mentor, and it's like, okay, well, the last guy that you were the mentor of turned out to be a living wound, and I'm already just being described as feeling like a wound. So,
good day. I am B4D4.
Yeah, B4D4.
Administrative assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you?
What can you tell me about Czerka?
Czerka Corporation has operations on many systems, providing everything from medical supplies to starship weapon systems. Here on Telos, Czerka Corporation is involved in the restoration project, which Czerka hopes will serve as a model for future operations of this nature.
I'll be going now. Wait, no. I have.
Yes?
That's not what I wanted to do either. So let me check in with Atten. I wonder if Atten has anything to say.
Up?
Some questions.
All right. What did you want to know?
Just haven't checked in. No, you don't have shit for me. Okay, good to know. B4.
Good day. I am B4D4, administrative assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you?
Here to see
Of course.
Jano
She has been expecting
more so.
You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right.
Down the hall on the right. Hit that quick save button before I try to loot stuff in here and get yelled at. Damn, y'all got mercenaries, huh?
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine.
Asgul?
Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
Dantooine, huh?
I hear Asgul's been paying
Yeah, I
mercenaries
heard that
to go
too.
to Dantooine. I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to
Lorso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under, but I'll say one thing. She gets the job done.
She gets the job done.
I'm glad that Czerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every faith she'll do things right.
We'll find out. It would be funny if she was not like a deeply evil character, but instead like has stumbled into realizing there's intense limits on what she can do. Damn, look at these statues. Interesting. The Czerka mainframe
Only
is locked,
authorized
huh?
Czerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
These statues seem to be evoking something, but I can't figure out what.
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners?
Yeah,
On
great
behalf
question.
of Czerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos.
What do you have to say about the Ithorians' complaints?
I can understand why you might be on their side, but believe me, you wouldn't be doing Telos any favors assisting those amateurs. Oh, sure. Habat's intentions are good enough, but good intentions won't restore Telos. His expensive policy of relocating biological specimens from Onderon without any planning will doom Telos in the end. I don't think Habat even realizes that at their current pace, they will run out of funding before even half of the restoration zones are up and running. Czerka plans to use some of the planet's own resources to help fund the restoration. These extra funds will greatly improve the project.
Cracking
in the
to pay
long
for the
run.
wildlife
Habat,
reserve.
on the other hand, can't see beyond his own selfish concerns.
The planet's own resources.
We've discovered that the surface of Telos is covered with military facilities that were either destroyed or abandoned during the Sith attack. Salvaged raw materials from these sites can either be reprocessed and put back into service, or resold to help fund the project.
Interesting that they've decided to make this a story not about natural resources, but about military facilities from the war and going through those. I'll be going now. Wait, did you have a job for me or
Welcome
whatever?
back.
I'll be going now. I didn't. How? Maybe because I told the Ithorians that I was going to work for them. That's it now. That's weird. That's weird. We'll try one more time.
Welcome back.
Interesting. All right. Well, it's probably going to side with the Ithorians anyway, so it's not a big loss, but funny. Well, it was not especially signaled. Let me just check the quest book to see if that's true. Arrested, false Batu. Yeah. Arrested. Yeah. Replacement restoration droid. You have agreed. Yeah, I think, but if I hadn't agreed there, I could have misclick. I could have come here and gotten something from her. I'll look into that, but I probably won't look into it now. I'll probably wait to look into it until we do the podcast. Bay 2 of dock module, 126. Okay, let's see where that is. I bet that is shuttle bay. Is it going to be like tied to the entertainment district? Dock module 126, yeah, okay. That's the cantina. Here we go. I like that we were taking these little shuttles around. That's really fun. Oh, a traveler, huh?
I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand.
Oh, refugee problem.
Someone who managed to escape, he didn't even want to talk about it.
He didn't want to talk about it.
Dragonix 1 gestale lorcha
Who are you?
Rukasole mulasoch.
What's it to you?
Kavanata galu. Kavanami donkey.
Oh, I see. Of course, of course, of course. What's Czerka's offer?
We mogo dosi sheba dente school in Mostovi gita yavach.
240 credits is no money. I wonder if I can use this knowledge against them in some way. No, I'm not too. It's no money. And I have the knowledge no matter what, right? Oh my god, are you gonna make me go back? I'm gonna go talk to her about it. That's very funny. If I had come here first, I would have then been able to go, right? Okay, let's fucking turn around and take the shuttle back. Annoying. I wonder if there was a console I could have talked to just there to teleport me. Please go. There we go. It was like not enough of a misclick for that to work. Transit to Ithorian compound. Thank you. Or actually, it's not what I wanted. I wanted the non-Ithorian compound. I wanted the Czerka one. And then Czerka. It's entertainment module. It's this one? No, it's not a thing at all, actually. Is it this? Nope, that's an apartment. It is west, I see. Okay. This way. This way. Alright.
Welcome back.
Really?
I can understand. Oh, Czerka plans to use.
Yeah, This is all the same shit. Why did you even. You told me to come talk to her. Oh my lord. Maybe it's a once I have the droid thing. Deeply annoying IMO. Alright, let's teleport back to the entertainment district, since that's the closest thing. Sorry, the entertainment module, because it's a station. It's very different, you see. If I just stepped a few feet forward, I could have gotten to this and gotten to this transport thing. There we go. Greetings. What's in this bag? Normally. What's it being used for now? Yeah, that sounds right. Why is that? Oh, I buttoned through it, or it's skipped. I'm actually gonna, after this conversation, quit the game to make sure I can not hit this dialogue bug, which I think I'm about to start hitting again, like in the last recording. So I'll probably, screen will go black and it will come back in. Chodo Habat sent me to help deliver the replacement restoration droid. Alright, let's do a hard save. And then let's exit the game. We'll be right back. Okay. Maybe before we run in there, we'll run around it here a little bit and just get a vibe. You know? That was not a misclick. That was intentional.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation.
Was that my investigation of the fucking Ebon Hawk?
Greetings, sir. My primary function is to provide information about... Please feel free to direct any of your inquiries.
Tell me about Citadel Station.
Citadel Station is devoted entirely to restoring the destroyed surface of Telos. It is under the control of the Telosian Council. The restoration project itself is funded by the Republic.
Tell me about the station's layout. I think I pretty much know all about it at this point.
Citadel Station is divided into many modules, each serving a specific purpose. You are currently in Dock Module 126, which connects by shuttle to Entertainment Module 081. From there, another shuttle will connect you to the nearest residential module, 082. Please feel free to direct any of your inquiries to me, and I will do my best to answer your questions.
Tell me about Telos.
The surface of Telos was destroyed via orbital bombardment during the Jedi Civil War.
Yeah, we saw that
It
happen.
is now largely uninhabited, save for a few research
I wonder if this
stations
was
run by
originally supposed to
workers
be
and scientists
Terrace.
who have clearance to be on the surface.
That would have been a lot of sense if it had been. You know, there's like a real... You saw it get bombarded, you know?
For a variety of reasons. Safety is the government's #1 concern.
God, that
also, there is a
Twi'lek
great concern towards the prevention
ad,
of
the dancing
environmental
ad, is
contamination,
very funny.
the security of ruined military facilities, and other lesser issues.
Alright, I'll be going. I need night speed to just be on. I'm going to talk myself into getting that feat that just lets me move a little faster. What goes on here? No, it's a Czerka dock. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar. I'll be going now. I've realized, by the way, that I kind of have a Jimmy Butler thing going on. I hadn't really realized it before. Yeah, okay, I'll be going now. Night speed. Run, run, run. Thank you again to the person who told me that I could turn off the speed effect. Open the bay. Wait, can I not loot those? I cannot loot those. Okay. What's up here before I go talk to the obvious people down there? Bay control, huh? Hit that little quick save button. Impossible. Not impossible for a fucking sword. Clearly. Well, I bet this Ithorian's gonna be mad at me for doing this. Okay, bye. You shouldn't be here. I have to devote my full attention to the running of this docking bay. Yeah, okay. Well, now the door's open for the future. Hi.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling
Oh my
about
god,
this.
bad feeling count.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
I bet we do. We haven't had a fight in so long. This is kind of fun. We've just been running around talking. Yeah, okay. Well, it's about what we expected, right? Where do we want to start with? Let's start with night speed. And then let's start with battle meditation. And let's start with you got some grenades on you. Let's start with, we're getting 10 sonic grenades. Let's start with a sonic grenade. And then, no wait, that's wrong. Night speed, please. Start. Alright. And now, let's just fight these guys. I'm not gonna do so many attacks per turn now. It's fucking on. Look at that, 3 attacks per turn. Oh, it's over. Game's over.
More where that came from.
Master, one of the assailants was carrying this.
An assassin's tool. Awareness. It looks as though the blaster has been heavily modified. No. Yeah, I'll just take the gun. That can be mine. Yeah, I'll be getting it back. I'm not lying. Holdout blaster, huh? Let's see if that's any good for anybody else. So right now she is a 1 to 8. 1 to 4. Oh, but it has this stun. It has the 25% stun chance plus a +1 attack modifier. Yeah, it's time. It's time to give him the holdout blaster, which has that stun chance, which is less damage per turn, but is going to 1 in 4 chance to get a stun is unbelievable. You know, and also look, it's not like he's rolling a 2d20 plus 12 and plus 10. That's so good. In fact, I'm going to put this in his main hand. So that it's a very high chance. And I'll put the slightly... because that's plus 10, plus 12. And I want the plus 12 on the one that's going to get the stun. Okay. Is there no one else here to loot? Craya is misclicking right now. Exchange Shadowcaster. They sold that at that store, remember? Credits. Let's see what that Shadowcaster does. That was the thing. Remember, it was like I need something that gives plus dex. That was the thing. And so now, +1 dex means that he's at 20 dex. Why is it so? Oh, it's only +3 because it's only +3 because of the armor he's wearing. Limits it. But look, it still gives him he still gives him bonuses to the attacks. His attacks now +13, +11, which is still very good. But it's a good example or a good case for maybe getting something that has a +4 max dexterity bonus for him. Now that that's the case, you know, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like that for him. I think. Cool. And if we need the, if we do end up needing the demolitions belt, we still have the demolitions belt. Sorry, I'm consumed by a disease that requires me to add the whole of a map whenever I can. What if there's a little container here somewhere, you know? I'd feel terrible if I missed it. Alright, well. Open that airlock. Uh-oh. Okay, funny. Airlock terminal. Open the door, please. I forgot that I even did that before. That's very funny. And we're going to the Ithorian compound. Shouldn't I have the droid with me? He's not with us. Did I leave him behind? Let's go just talk to the guy and see. That'd be very funny if so. Fuck. Yeah, I'll be right back. It's fine. Please let me use night speed. Thank you. transit to the dock module. We go back in, use the airlock terminal, open the door. Do I have to go talk to the droid? Is that what I failed to do?
I will trust your judgment.
Yeah, follow me. Okay. Very funny. I have to say again. I'll wait.
I am yours to command, Master. I shall do so now, Master Habat. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.
Do I have to give him the blast? I like the blaster. I should have saved. Let's see what happens if I give him the blaster. Okay, good. Good. Oh. Thank you. Now what? Ah, they're from the exchange. Okay. Oh, I see. They're going down there. They're going down there to get weapons and selling them on the black market? Is that what's happening? What is there to be done? Oh, Slusk, right, of course. Yeah, the exchange will love that. Told you I'm not a Jedi. I'll go speak with him. Now I got those gloves. I got more of those cool gloves that are frankly just better. Dex Wisdom boost is just so good. Even though for me it does not actually push me over the edge. Does somebody else here have one that gives me... I thought there was another +1 Dex thing. There's the Shadow one. Interesting. Okay. Well, I was going to say something before, but I now forget what it was. It was before we got here. I had a thought. And then we got here, and I was like, I'll be quiet for a second. And now it's been a second, and I don't remember what it was. Okay, where to? I'm going to go to entertainment module and see if showing this guy that gun will open up some sort of plot line for me. You know, like an investigate the guys one. Oh, wrong way. Here we go. Investigate the exchange. Oh. Y'all just, you smoking in the corner? What's going on?
Something I can help you with? A blaster. I don't see why not. What? Where did you get this?
Ambushed by thugs in a docking module.
Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal modifications. You say you found this at the docks? That is disturbing.
Yeah, your cops aren't doing it. Their jobs.
When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, they are inspected and licensed by the TSF.
Tell me someone in the police is corrupt?
There is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it.
You found more evidence previously?
We have found a number of blasters similar to this one, as well as a crate of contraband weapons upgrades.
Perhaps I could help you find the source of these goods.
A relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the investigation.
I remember the thing I was going to say.
Compensated, of course.
I was going to say, the Ithorians are offering to reconnect me to the Force even if they're doing it in kind of a cryptic way. The Czerka Corporation offered me 250 credits. Have you seen the shop? There is nothing for 250 credits. I'll see what I can do.
Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least reacts suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster.
I know exactly who to go to. That lady whose design makes her look like she was in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. She's right over here. Oh my god. Cool mask. Bro, you don't have it like that. Try it. Okay. Just hit me. You should have just shot me in the back of the head if you were going to do that, you know? Look, I'm not even like do wild shit. I'm just going to flurry you now.
More where that came from.
See? You didn't hit me. You don't have it. Going to the bar. Hey, Luxa.
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the docks. Can we talk for a bit?
Yeah. Go on.
I handle vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Loppak Slusk.
Your exchange?
Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. That Squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You being one of them.
What's this have to do with me?
Look, are you really Jedi?
I was, but I'm not anymore.
Exactly. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable sort. Tell me, are you a capable sort?
What's this have to do with anything?
I think you're even tougher than you look. Jedi or not. So here it is. Help me with Loppak Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back.
Of course.
And find your missing ship.
What's your problem with Slusk?
What, besides his being your typically slimy Quarren? Slusk works for Goto, out of Nar Shaddaa. Now this Goto, he's rigid, ruthlessly efficient, and all he sees are numbers. Goto keeps his squid around because he maintains a steady flow of income. Yet it's only half of what I know it could be. I should be the Citadel's boss, but Goto doesn't allow breaks in the chain of command. I can't go over Loppak Slusk's head, so I've got to take care of him myself. And I want your help.
How would this work?
I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal?
I'll think about it.
You do that. Come back when you've made up your mind. So long, handsome.
Oh, we should ask her about the blaster. Whoops. I'll think about it. Let me, before we do that, I think I'll say yes to that. I don't remember how that all shakes out, but, you know, at the very least, I'll say yes to get access to the place. I want to go ask these guys about that gun. And maybe, wasn't there another guy in there who's like, I'd do with odds and ends? Yeah, here we go. Can you tell me anything about this blaster? And now I'm worried that that mod isn't working, because this is the guy who sells the better, cooler shit. This guy sells not as good stuff. What can you tell me about this blaster?
Chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Donos emeragith. Wana rakorachi drum sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
I think there's something you're not telling me. Because someone tried to kill me with this gun.
Donos emeragith. Wana rakorachi drum sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
I like to get involved.
Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
I expect the pay is good.
Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
What can I do for you?
Febko emarayam ga watasitu in sula rakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I've been there.
Loka kamaran endoso ran with no
Okay, so not Czerka to poison it. The smugglers to steal things from the rare plants. Great.
Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
I just need to walk in there and take the plant.
In Wamagro, may rangana noluta. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. To astrictonatata bear mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
You have any suggestions? Oh yeah, be careful. Great. I'll be back when I have them. I'll see if it will do it. I bet I can also report him. Now that I know, I could have just told him I was going to report him, but nevertheless, I bet I could just go back to the guy. I should also go, I realized, ask the guy who was like, oh yeah, I work in odds and ends, because this is kind of odds and ends. And I should tell her yes, so I can get access to the thing. Where was that guy? I wonder if he's even still there. No, he's gone now. Annoying. Does this guy have anything new?
So, you're back.
Oh, you're back. We'll speak again then. Best of luck, handsome.
All right. What if the Ithorians would have anything to say about the guys, about being someone telling them, someone trying to recruit me to take their plants? I would rather go to them than the cop guy who arrested me. Let's see. Ithorian compound. There's just like no real reason at this point, you know what I mean? Like, again, it's like the Czerka guy offering us or the Czerka lady offering us 250 credits. Like, that's not any credits. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, same thing there. Okay, let's go talk to the guy in the other room. Coming from the Bachani plant? Yeah, I see that. I'll be careful. Let me just quick save and see what the vibe is. You know, I think there are times when we've played games like Iron Man, like Rob and I's KOTOR, or not KOTOR, XCOM 2 play for Waypoint back in the day. But I think part of the joy of playing a game like this is like touching all of the branches of the tree and being like, ooh, what's going on down here? That's the way I would play this. And so I'm not, it's how I'm going to play it here for the recording too. Because I do think like dipping in and being like, I don't know about that, and rewinding and going a different route is such a big part of playing this type of game and letting yourself have that fun. And then like on replays being like, I'm going to do all the shithead stuff, you know? Persuade/lie. Oh, great. Lieutenant Gren is concerned that some of these plants are in violation of Republic trade laws. Only small samples, please. Take a sample. Leave it alone. That seemed like not so bad, you know? Talking myself into it. You know, it's a plant. Plants can... if the whole plant can't get a sample taken from it, maybe it's not ready to be living down there on the planet. There's some plants that are very, very fragile, I know. Let's go drop this off at this guy and see what his deal is. Let's stay on this train before we go do anything else, because if we decide we do want to rewind here, I would rather not get so deep in that it's a pain in the ass. Hey, I got the plant. Sizable profit. Shameless. $300 credits is better than 250, but not by much. Special reserve items. I see. Let me see your special reserves. Sith battle suit. 7/7. God damn. That's wild. Oh, this stuff is so good. Sith disruptor. These are both pistols. This is a 25% chance to stun, like the gun Atten has now, except +3 attack modifier. It's 9,200 credits. This is unstoppable damage, which is also wild. Also a pistol. A big crit range. And fully upgradable, whereas the Zabrak pistol is not. Rifles, which we don't really need to look at quite yet. Power gauntlets are +2 strength, which is an all-time good, useful thing. Fitness package is strength and con, and I could use it. I just don't have the money for this stuff quite yet, but I might come back later for it. Scope with a stun. That's nice and cheap, too. I don't remember if any of Atten's guns can take that, but, you know. 2 rounds is good. I don't know if that's 6 seconds or that's 12 seconds. This is a much better. +2 damage is really nice. Another scope. I'm gonna just get the Sith battle suit. It's cheap. Yeah, bought it. Okay, well, that was a little loud, huh? I always hit the wrong button there. Okay, here we go. Let's get you out of that Achani stuff and into the Sith battle suit. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's also pull out the stuff from that Achani battle armor, since we're not using it anymore. Hit assemble, and then actually, wait, can I... Does the battle suit have that? Oh, look at that, it does. Sound dampening, and where's that regeneration? There we go. Assemble. Now, what am I using again? I'm using the Zace and Shaw stuff. With the regeneration. I could take the one that has strength +1. What's my strength at? Is it 16? It says a flat 16. Okay. Cool. Now, you mentioned more work for me. I should have asked him how he's going to get the stuff off the planet in retrospect, but that's fine. Okay, in the future. So now we're just like on the smuggling path. That's fun. What do you have for me? Ah, interesting. But that one's a little more than just... I mean, I have... Yeah. What do I get? Really going down the dark path here. What was the other thing I was going to do while here? Now I will just do a full save. And I might look and see if I get more access to more cool gear. Love to just be gear-brained. And this is the residential... Okay. I should go maybe do the Czerka stuff. Okay. What if we... Let's keep going down this road. Let's go to the docks. And let's see if we can do this without killing anybody, you know? Where was it? It was here, actually. Oh, buddy, just let me in. Oh, come on. You've let me in here before. I just did some stuff for you. Yeah, Chodo sent me. Open Bay 2. Okay. Where is it? It's just over here. It's just these remains? That seems unlikely. Stealth field enhancer. That's not really what we were looking for. Is it... Can't go in. Okay. Is it up there? Is it the place I checked first last time? I thought I saw something I could loot, but weird. Hey, do you know where the prototype shields are? No reason. Why did you answer this? I want to make sure they were in a protected place. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'll be going now. I think what we're going to do is go down this path and then restore back to the save that I just made. I think maybe stealing the shields they need to do this work is not maybe the... How is it here? I didn't even see this storage before. What are you doing here? I'm here to collect the shield. No, Chodo told me that it's supposed to be here. I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a peek. Let's see. Are you not gonna just... Okay, well, I still gotta unlock it, huh? Prototype shield unit. Is it actually a shield unit, or does it just have that icon? It does. Okay, it doesn't actually do anything, though. Let's speed up. Right, the fucking button here. Open the door. Let's teleport back to entertainment module. Let's go bring him. This will also be useful because I can talk about it on the podcast with first-hand knowledge instead of just reading a wiki. Hey, yeah, here's the shield unit. Dude, I just got you the other thing. What do you do if they start asking questions? You more work for me? Yeah, great. Time to go steal medical supplies, huh? Let's see how this is doing for my... Still feeling pretty light-sided somehow. Transit. Where was that? Was that Ithorian? I think it was. Medical compound. Medical unit. Apologies. Where was it? Let's see. It's in here somewhere, presumably. Oh, medical supplies. Just hanging? Medical supplies. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hey,
oh,
what
yeah.
are you doing
there?
there?
We go. Me? What are you doing there?
Don't play games with me. Now step towards me and keep your hands where I can see them. I'm going to place you under arrest and take you down to the TSF station for further questioning. Come with me peacefully, and I won't need to cause you any harm.
Can I just Jedi mind trick him? I'm not going with you.
Perhaps I shouldn't have made it seem like you had a choice. Now, surrender or face the consequences.
I'm leaving, and you're not going to stop me.
We'll see about that.
I'm just going to kill this guy, huh?
More where that came from.
See how you with 3 attacks per round. Not good. Yeah, damn. The time to murdering space cop. Pretty short down this path, huh? Transit to entertainment. I thought these guys might, like, stop me. No. That guy should have called it in. I have the medical supplies. Oh, yeah, there's so much need for them elsewhere. Oh, 1,000 credits. And the knowledge that lives will be saved. Wow. Well, it was the same thing twice. I could kill him for you. Well, it's already committing to this not being the save we're going down. I could kill him for you. Right, he wanted 3 things, right? He wanted the plant leaves, then he wanted the... This is medical supplies. Wait, was this only the second one? What was the second one? I've already forgot. Oh, the shield. Yeah, when do we leave? Yeah, let's do it.
About time you showed up, Samhan. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule. You don't understand how it is with Czerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
Oh, 1,000
The faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You are all under arrest. And those goods will be taken as evidence.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
And you, we're curious about your involvement as well.
Curious?
Quit your protestation, Samhan. We all know your little secret. The circumstances have changed. You will be coming with us. So what do you have to say for yourself?
I bet you can rat this guy out, huh? I was undercover, gathering information for Lieutenant Gren?
Well then, after we place you under arrest, you'll have plenty of time to corroborate that story with Lieutenant Gren. Now, you'll be coming with us.
Manachunga. Well, let's have Atten throw a damn grenade at them, huh? And you know what it is. It's night speed time. And it's, go fight them. That was unfortunate. Unfortunate, that was a disaster. Damn. No, we're just gonna teleport back to your thing? I still expect to be paid. You get a discount. Yeah, I bet. Let me see your special reserves. Same stuff. Okay, so nothing new gets added. These are cheaper now. And if it works like the first game stuff, I bet I sell stuff for more. So for instance, let's just take a look at something with we could sell the Achani Battle Arm for 227 or the Bronzium for 1105. I bet over here. He's fine with letting me shop, obviously, or yeah. Despite it all, he'll let me shop. Yeah, see, it's only 935, so you get more, and this is only 192. So you get more from him too, which is useful. But I just don't, I don't think it works for the character I've been playing. So I'm gonna load back up. Good to know that's what that stuff is, and it is. I'm not gonna go back to before the first thing. Like, I should still have access here to the special reserves. Yeah. Okay, rad. Happy with that. Actually, I should just check and make sure there's something there I actually really want. Something else, because I think I got the. Didn't I get armor or something? Maybe I didn't. There's that dex belt. Con strength is really good. This stuff is all so expensive, and I'm like kind of broke right now. So it is what it is. But I could sell some of this stuff. But again, I just don't know who I'm gonna get when exactly. So I'm gonna not sell anything quite yet. What I would love, let me look at his regular stuff, is something like this for Atten. I don't want to spend 1,700 for it. Maybe I'll just be on the lookout for it through gameplay. Would love to get Atten armor that lets him have the +4 dex bonus on his armor and not just on his attacks. And I need to consider saving up for this for me because it's very good. Or this. The Jalshay armor is really good too. I want to get the Persuade and Charisma bonuses, so it's kind of cheap. It does not look as cool as the armor I'm wearing though. Okay. All right, let's teleport back to let's do the exchange stuff here. I guess I could also, while I'm here and while we're going down the alternate paths, we should maybe just go see what happens. Can I rat this guy out? Let's find out. Because we do now know where the smuggling is.
Something I can help you? Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some
this
bounties?
Seems like a different thing. Bounties. Tell me about the bounties.
This isn't a bounty, so to speak. But we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, 2 ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're
Dude,
also
you're
looking
not
for
good
any
at this.
information about the imposter Batu Rem.
Yeah, sure. Tell me about Batono.
Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Czerka and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel Station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since.
Why do you need my help? This sounds like something the TSF should investigate.
Well, that's the problem.
Oh my god.
Our investigation
This
wasn't
fucking
exactly
guy.
government-sanctioned. I may have been specifically instructed not to pursue the matter, but that's not important. The important thing is that Batono's gone missing, and I want to know what happened to him.
A little guilt in your conscience?
Maybe there is, but that's not the point. The point is, I want to know what happened to him.
You need leads?
Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Czerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck.
I'll see what I can dig up.
Keep me updated. What is it?
Tell me about the criminals.
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape.
Great.
They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
What do you know about the criminals? Oh, fuck. I double tapped. There are 2 of them, a Rhodian and a Devaronian. They're well-armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know. I'll see what I can dig up.
All right, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good
You will
officers
not lose
to them.
me. They will not have a chance.
What is it?
Tell me about Batu Rem.
You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right?
Mm-hmm.
The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid.
Is there a way to find out the killer's movement on the station?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you.
I'll see what I can dig up.
If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe.
I'll be going. I wonder if, I was pretty sure you could turn in the other guy, but I wonder if because I've started down that path, I can't go down that road all the way now, which is fine. This is, I think, the right thing. What I was saying before is, like, you know, I think this character who we've now established is, like, I spent a lot of time in the last couple episodes talking about who this guy was, and it was not a scoundrel. He did not spend the time since the Mandalorian Wars being a smuggler or something, you know? Let's do this dock stuff before we do the exchange stuff. This seems like good, easy thing. Okay, that's the one that I have controls. The Czerka one is down this way. I've been imagining him again as, like, he was a Jedi Sentinel. He was doing kind of investigation stuff like, what was the Jedi detective's name in that Clone Wars episode? Oh my god, what is his name? I'm gonna blank on this. Oh, he's cool. He's a cool guy. I look up Jedi detective on the internet now. I'd like some information about a passenger that came through here. Don't worry. I'll be discreet with my inquiries. The killer's dead anyways. Terrasanube. How much would this expense be? Yeah, 25 credits, sure. Manachunga, Batu Rem. I went to Nar Shaddaa. I'll be going now. Interesting. Let's see how that filtered out into the... Let's see. Batu Rem. Discover the assassin. came via Nar Shaddaa. Good. I got business. I'm looking for a man named Batono. Right, Lorso. You don't know, but he oversaw these docks.
Dahupa bosakurata go jujuto yoki hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura tayaita ta bosananansata.
Czerka employee, then you do know Batono. You're not gonna let me try a persuade on this guy? I'll be going. I can go talk to Lorso. I know she doesn't like me, but... Nope, not that one. That one. Transit. Nope, wrong one. But while I'm here, let me just poke into the cantina really quick. Because I know there is a Devaronian in here. I did see one. Oh, wait. Yeah, well, there's a Devaronian.
Czerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to...
Loppak Slusk is waiting, handsome.
Okay.
Come back when you're done.
No one else here has anything for me. Okay. Where's the thing? Here it is. Okay. I didn't mean that. I meant this. Let's go talk to the Czerka lady. Which is, of course...
I do not approve of this alliance we have formed with Chodo, Habat, and the Ithorians.
Why is that?
Habat has an agenda, and he hopes to tie you into it to use you to his own ends.
Unlike you? We need his resources. Whatever help we must give in return is necessary.
True, he may be able to help us locate the Ebon Hawk.
I am always vigilant.
You must be vigilant.
Don't assume I'm not being vigilant. As I go into the Czerka Corporation. Hey, can you tell me about... no, you can't. Okay. Right, it's over here. Oh,
I will arrange transport to one of the restoration zones on the planet's surface. You will be safe from the TSF there. For the services you have offered to Czerka, you will also be reimbursed. I trust that is an agreeable arrangement. Of course, I will instruct the commander to await your arrival.
Full sword. Lorso, stop them. They're wanted criminals. Lorso.
I simply do not have time for you. My hands are full with trying to manage the restoration project without the aid of a droid intelligence, which you so kindly gifted to
You were going to steal it from them.
If there is nothing else, I would prefer it if you left our premises.
Doesn't even Batono mean anything to you?
Batono? Of course. He was one of our former employees. Let me tell you something. There are far too many like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Czerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality of their beliefs. They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid, then Czerka will gladly pay. If competitors removed, then Czerka will do its part to forward progress. Batono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he stole many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned, perhaps, by the Telosian authorities.
He's gone missing. Any idea where he might have gone?
I'm curious, though, as to why you are looking for him.
My reasons are my own.
I see. Well, I suspect he's putting his nose into something or another. People like him can't mind their own business, always needing to pry into matters that don't concern them. I do know he spent some time in the company of the Ithorians. I assumed that was the reason for his efforts, that he thought by inventing stories of Czerka's evil, he could put Chodo Habat and his incapable assistants in charge. But if you are searching for him and find him, there would be a reward for any information on his whereabouts.
I bet. If I find no truth to his accusations, then perhaps I'll tell you.
If your conscience demands it, then by all means. Just remember, a reward is waiting for you.
Let's go get those guys, who I think are probably at the docking bay by now. Also, funny I couldn't talk to her at all about that. I couldn't be like, hey, can you get those guys? Can you not let them onto your ship? Exchange guy, I swear I'm coming for you. I'll be right there. I just need to quickly go to the docking module. This is all the most KOTOR shit in the world, by the way. Alright, you're gonna let me in. No, let me in. Come on. Are they not here? Is this not where they were going? Apparently not. I'll be going now. Could I bump into them elsewhere? Are they just fucking gone?
This dock is off limit. This dock is off.
Let's check the quest. They're being shuttled to restoration zones to work as security. I wonder if I can find them later at a restoration zone. They're not here. I'm just gonna run through here in case they I could theoretically trigger an encounter with them or something. Seems like no. I should also go back to... Yeah, seems like no. Alright, I'm already all the way here. Let me go check in with the Ithorians about Batono. I think I just said this, but this is all the most KOTOR shit to me. You know, run around a map talking to people doing this style of functionally a fetch quest, right? That's the medical one. It's this one. Anybody in the name of Batono? Come on. Don't lie to me. I'm helping you with some shit. Are you sure? Actually, I thought you might know of him, given his dislike of Czerka. Are you sure? Lorso mentioned. Yeah, Lorso was wrong basically immediately about what the Ithorians were helping me with. I'm looking on behalf of Lieutenant Gren. If I can locate him, it might prove to the end of Czerka. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, well, tell me where he is. I'll give you my word. I'll be going now. Also, instead of going there, what I'm actually going to do is go buy that Jalshay robe. I've decided I want the persuade and charisma bonus. I've realized I've hit the that feeling in your brain, which is and maybe you don't get these if you play games like these, but for me, if it's oh, I could be maximizing my chances to succeed at the thing that matters to me the most, which tends to be persuade checks. Every time I'm getting a persuade check pop, and I'm oh fuck, I could have another +1. I'm feeling bad that I don't have the +1. So let me get this Jalshay Neophyte armor. I'll put that on. Farewell to this cool look. Hello to this cool look. Where is it? It's perception gloves. Let's go to just armor. There it is, neophyte armor. So I'm going from +4 max defense, max dex bonus 4, fortitude save +1 to this neophyte armor, which has +1 persuade, +1 charisma, defense 3. So I'm losing a defense and I'm losing the fort save. What? Oh, this is not the right page. Whoops, that's why it was so weird. There we go. So I'm gonna wear this instead, which looks fine, you know. I don't think it looks as good. And then let me pull the stuff out of the Zason Shay stuff, the energy resistance and that. And then let me put it into the Jal Shay. Yeah, I want the energy one, not the other one. Though I actually currently do have an extra dex that I'm not using, basically. So maybe this is actually just better. Ablative. Oh, but it's not medium armor, so it just doesn't work. Okay. I'll take the regen because I don't have a thing for the strength doesn't really work out for me. I could give no 7/7. Right, I just bought him this incredible armor. He's golden for hours now. Atten, that is. All right, so now what's my persuade at? Just so that we can see what we're talking about here. My persuade is now it's 12 plus 3 is 15, which is damn good. That means my charisma is at, oh, if I get one more charisma, that would not be bad. Let me just make sure I don't have like a belt that gives me charisma or anybody else have a regen, awareness? Just making sure none of these are secretly. No, okay. And then also, my con is still 12. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go to the residential module. Wait, which residential module was the guy in? East. Okay. And it is this way. That's quick save. I didn't look and see which of the 3 zones it was. Maybe it's this one.
What the?
Yeah.
You're not CSD. What are you doing here?
What's CSD?
Czerka Security Division. They've been known to break into apartments from time to time. Think they're above the law, you know how Czerka is. But I'm still curious why you're barging in here. Does a locked door mean nothing to you?
Just looking around?
Just looking around? In another man's apartment? You're either very crazy or very dumb.
Sorry, I'll leave you alone. I thought this was...
Just get out of here.
This is not... That's Batono. Wait, why am I not...
You again?
You're Batono, right?
What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor.
Lieutenant Gren sent me to look for you.
Dole sent you? Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place.
It's the right thing to do.
Easy to say that, but you're not the one Czerka will send its
assassins. No, they're already doing that, though. If it's your safety you're worried about, you shouldn't. After Czerka's exposed, they won't dare to move against you.
Sure, but everything takes time.
That's
Testifying
true.
Before the council's deliberation, time that Czerka could use to rub me out.
TSF can keep you safe better than you can.
You might be
I don't think that's true, but it's...
I don't think Czerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. But Czerka has eyes everywhere. I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely.
I can protect you.
You? Look, I'm sure you can handle yourself, but...
That's not true.
This might be a little out of your league.
I was a Jedi. I'll see you safely to the TSF office.
A Jedi? Jedi or no, Gren wouldn't have sent you if he didn't think you could get the job done. All right, fine, but we need to get moving.
Come with me.
Lead the way, I'll watch your back.
You don't need to do that. Yeah, here they are. Great.
What do we have here? Batono, if I'm not mistaken.
Batono.
You've been a hard man to track down.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's you we've all been looking for. Executive Lorso sent me to take care of some unfinished business.
Lorso isn't taking Batono anywhere.
That's fine. We weren't planning on taking him anywhere anyways.
Okay, well, guess what? Guess what? Horror.
What is it?
How's that feel?
I hear you.
Let's go get in that guy's face.
Fallen.
That was a close one.
It was not a close
Keep
one.
moving. Let's leave this mess for the TSF guards to sort out.
You're right, let's go. I wonder if
I have to hand it to you.
this game was ever going to get
impressed. Not only did
even
you
a
find
little
Batono,
difficult
you
for me.
convinced him to testify against Czerka to the council. And believe me, that's no small feat.
Outside of the minigames, which are
Considering
very
I think
difficult.
Batono is as stubborn as ever.
You don't sound happy to see me, Kren.
I hate to interrupt this reunion, but if there's nothing else, I should be going.
Of course, I'm sure you have other things to be doing. The bounty is yours for finding Batono, and a bonus for bringing him back as well.
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life. I'll try and return the favor someday.
That'd be great. Thank you. Okay. You know, given, again, that backstory I've been thinking about as, like, investigator, again, it's sort of like, yeah, instinctual to go from investigator to bounty hunter. Terrace Nube would be a pretty cool bounty hunter, you know? Even though I don't think he would ever decide to do that. It'd be fun. Alright, so now, fucking finally, exchange time. Which is this way, because it's that guy over there. I do. Luxa sent me. Why did you run away like it was going to explode? I should save. I should do a hard save right now. There we go.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. I don't have a record of your appointment. Are you certain it was for today?
Force persuade. Persuade. Of course. Why else would I have been sent in? Perhaps the mistake is in the system.
Well, if... Very well. What was your name?
You don't need to know my name. Kelmorn.
Excuse me. Loppak Slusk's appointment has arrived. Please open the inner door. There you are. Have a good day.
Wild. Okay.
Loppak Slusk.
Okay, I was hoping you'd have something else to say. Oh, some Gamorreans. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. All working as intended. Can't open this door? Oh, I can. Okay. Can I tell which one's which? No, I can't. Let's quick save and check this door first. Oh. No. Why are you here? I've not fed you. Yeah. Let's get you out of here. How do I set you free? Whoops. I double clicked. I'm not sure. I think the force gator is operated remotely. There should be a security panel somewhere. I'll see what I can do. I bet it's right over here. No, it's not. I bet it's in the room with the guy I'm going to go kill. Which, by the way, what is that quest? I've somehow forgotten what he wants. He's been harassing them in the employ. Yeah, okay, well, there are, don't worry. They're gonna get what's theirs. Hey, everybody. Oh, I would love to kill all of you. I'm not a Jedi. I'm here representing Chodo Habat. Now you're all done. You're all done. You didn't even let me. You know what? I might load
pleasure.
Just so I can tell him that that Luxa's actually sent me. But let's just kill these guys first, huh? There. Let's get you throwing a grenade in there. And again, let's hit some old horror.
Just say the word.
Oh my god, I'm stuck on guy. There we go. Oh, man. Okay, I'm getting a little hurt. Oh, but horror is so good. I don't think I actually need this Force Valor. I think this is... And there's a level for Craya. There we go. Oh, did not mean that. Fuck. It's okay. Let's loot this stuff. Bennox Blaster. Whether that's any good. Is it better than this? 1 to 8, 1 to 4. This blaster belonged to Bennock. You know who's going to get this is Craya, I think. 1 to 8. Yeah. It's just better. They're really not a lab station. I should heal. Okay. Love. Yeah, Lexa sent us. Oh, it's so good that she's in with the Gamorreans. Oh, thank you so much. Matu is here with Kubis. Yeah, it's on Matu. They just put it out on Kubis. You can watch it on Revan. Oh, droids? You thought droids was the play? Brother. That's the one power I have. It's the droid one. And then don't you also have stun droid? You do. Okay.
I hear you. Where that came from? Time to even the odds.
Time to even the odds. There's more where that came from. Are you a very valuable ally? I bet. You just decided you didn't want to negotiate me. I just want you to leave the Ithorians alone. No, I'm gonna kill you. I wonder if I can do both. Dude. There she is.
Slusk.
Interesting how these two things collide.
I may have had a hand in this, yes?
It sounds like you're farting when you talk, my man. Yeah, I'm not looking for an agreement with this guy. The right hand of the guy who runs the exchange on the shitty restoration, Telos restoration project station? No. Oh my god, dude. Come on. Stun droid. Switch over. Stun droid. Switch over. Sniper shot. Go.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Dude, you don't have it.
Well, that's all wrapped up.
Yeah.
I gotta thank you for your help.
Look, I just want the exchange off Citadel Station.
It's a shame I have to turn you down after you asked so nicely, but no.
I don't want to hurt you.
Slusk's dead, but Goto's still my boss. I'm shipping you to Nar Shaddaa, Jedi. Dead or alive. If you don't want to defend yourself, that's your choice.
You're gonna get horrored in a second. You see? Do you see what this is? This is horror. Let's clear this and start with you. There you go. That's horror. And then this is I have all my stuff. This is night speed, and then this is shoot this guy in the back.
What is More where that came from.
It's not the one I said. Oh my god! One hit. Oh, this is not. That's a shame. They could have worked together. You know?
Maybe Nar Shaddaa isn't such a good idea after all.
Why do you say that?
The Exchange is one of the most powerful groups on the Smuggler's Moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep, wouldn't you say? Not to mention, I'm sure Loppak Slusk has friends on Nar Shaddaa that won't be happy to hear he's gone.
I can't worry about that now. We need to get off this station first.
Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
All right. What did I just... Huh? Exchange negotiator biotech implant Lux's disruptor. What's that? Lux's disruptor is a blaster pistol 1-6, critical range 18 to 20, attack modifier +1, not upgradable. Not that good. You know, it might be better in my offhand. No, it's not even. It's unstoppable, which is nice, I guess. But it's not even as good at some of these other things. This stun is nice. Maybe I'll give Atten. Do it again. I'll give Atten this negotiator, and I don't have another melee weapon, do I? And plasma torch negotiator? No, I can't. Interesting. Okay. And then what else did I just get? Fuck. Filter all. Apartment key. Power pulsator. I don't know where I got that from. Let me just go over to weapons. Nothing else there. Biotech implant is what I got, which has regeneration. Okay. Is there anything else here?
Yes.
There is. Systech oral blaster. And a footlocker. Credits. Great. Like 20 credits. It's very funny. What the hell was that oral blaster? Is that a weapon? It is. 2020, 17, 4-7 sonic. 4-7 is not bad. Attack modifier and a scope upgrade. Though inferior in damage potential to traditional blaster, the sonic blaster's advanced design makes it a viable weapon, especially in long combats when its deafening capabilities can accumulate. Yeah, if it hits, there's a difficult roll, an 18 difficulty PC roll that the enemy has to pass to not lose their dexterity, which is really useful. And as it says, a lot of shields can't resist it, which is nice. What I'm going to do is level up. Unarmed Specialist 3. Get my skills boosted. You know how it is. Treat injury. And powers. Okay. Do I already have the second Jedi Mind Trick one? Is that available yet? It might not be. Yes, I do. It's right here. Force Dominate, right? Dominate Mind. All right. Well then. Generally going down this kind of buff path. Jedi and all party members. All the physical attributes is really good. So I'll maybe do that one. Oh no, I'll take the res, please. Thank you. I'll take Revitalize. Not that I've been needing it, but you know. Sneak attack 5. Yep. Demolitions, awareness, security. I can not equip security maybe and then get repair. So again, I'll at least be able to see. if he's ever the main guy. Skills. Let's get treat entry maxed. And why am I doing all that stealth for her? Let me get this back. You know what? Let's get there. Feats. Okay. Been a minute since we saw a Craya feat. You know the one. It has to be regenerate force points. Powers. She's not a melee fighter, right? So, I think it'll probably be revitalized for her too. Oh, right, she gets 2 powers. That's so wild. She get Force Whirlwind, which is another different stun. What's the difference in DC? Will save versus... That's probably a reflex save. Reflex save. 12 seconds. God damn. Plus its damage. It might be better than horror. Drain life to death field. Let me tell you. It's pretty good. Force Scream. In fact, now I'm thinking about it. Did Drain Force not do shit? Because... Yeah. Yeah, I think that doesn't actually help for shit. Sonic damage. Let her do some Force Screaming. That's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting. Is Force Scream Dark Side? It is. But it's fun. She doesn't have heal, which is very funny. I want her to have a direct attack thing, so let's give her Force Scream, and the next time she can get Force Better Scream, you know? Remains, oh yeah, there's lots of remains around, huh? Droid Defense Barrier. Droid Flamethrower, or some of the droids we killed. Lab station we do not need. Well, the exchange is fucking dead. On this place, at least. Oh, big yawn for Vula. Fuck, misclick.
Please don't kill me. I'm...
Yeah, you should have... Get out of here. Go away. All right, let's look at our quests, but I think we're getting there. Ithorian diplomacy, right? We'd go back and talk to our Ithorian guys. I think these guys are probably down at one of the restoration zones. This guy's at Narshada, probably. We're not going to finish smuggling. We're kind of where we're at there. This guy would like a new fuel source. We're not going to get that here. And then the rest of these are the main ones. Okay. So yeah, let's go talk to the Ithorians. Not that way, apparently. All right, it's this way. Yep. Loza, you got anything? No. Okay. Hey, bud. Yeah, it went well. It went great. Exchange will trouble you no longer. Yeah, well, they jumped me, so... Ooh, lightsaber, huh? A lightsaber part, not a whole lightsaber. Thank you. What remains to be done? So we've seen. Guy who just said, I'm sorry it came to bloodshed. What if we did some vigilanteism? What if we did some whistleblowing? It's probably more fair. How did Czerka embed itself in the first place? Affordable privatized security. Alright, I'll help you. Secure mainframe, huh? So it can't be sliced? Is this why you wanted that droid? How do you propose we obtain those files? Oh, I know this guy, of course. Right, because he wants to get his boss fired, that's why. I told you I'm not a Jedi. I'll see what I can do. Lightsaber energy cell fixture, huh? I wonder if that's a part that I can use to build a lightsaber. I don't quite remember. Is that a MISC? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. The energy cell is one of 3 components needed to construct a lightsaber. The basic fixture can be enhanced with an energy cell upgrade. That's cool. Okay. Let's go to the entertainment district to talk to... Let's talk to the main cop dude to be like, hey, the exchange is gone. Let's see if that is anything, if we even can do that. And then we'll go to the cantina to talk to the dude who wants his boss replaced with himself. You guys are just chilling here still?
Something I can help you. What have you discussed?
Criminals made a deal with John Lorso to be smuggled to the restoration zones.
Damn that woman. Do you have any proof?
No. Is my word no good? I was there when it happened.
I wish that were enough. To finger Czerka, we need hard proof. As far as the killers go, we need them dead or alive. Our jurisdiction doesn't stretch out to the restoration zones. If you find anything else out, let me know.
I'm going to do another bounty. Batu Rem.
Batu Rem?
Yeah, the assassin Batu Rem.
Oh, what is it?
He arrived from Nar Shaddaa.
Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Czerka's private dock.
Yeah, interesting.
If we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some
Nar
powerful
Shaddaa?
enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know.
I'll take the ablative plating Mark II. Shit. Y'all got a workbench? I know where there's one. I know where there's one. Please, night. There we go. Light speed. Please. Oh, there we go. Now I can move. Damn, people be T-posing out here. Oh, wait, I meant to go in there. Let me go look at this ablative plating Mark II first. I did not mean to look at. I meant to do this. What's my armor again? It's this. Is that here? Alright, it's only for light armor. Damn. 25% energy immunity is wild. Alright, cantina. And I will say that Crested Luxa feels like it should have gone somewhere instead of just killing them all. But oh well. Not a real character, basically.
So, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
What's there to say? We're the only
Yeah, I know all about this. Telos thing. Tell me about Lorso.
Good. Jana Lorso.
I remember. How do you think she'll mess up?
She's got her hands in too many dirty...
Yeah. Maybe I can help you.
What? What do you mean?
There's some files I'd get my hands on. Files I imagine wouldn't make her look good if they went public.
Wait, are you talking about accessing the mainframe? The Czerka mainframe? You're crazy. What are you, some kind of slicer?
Yeah, exactly. Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of dirt on Lorso in there, but it's a closed system.
So how do I get in?
This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test?
Of course not. Look, our goals are compatible. I want dirt on Czerka.
And I want Jana Lorso looking dirty. Alright, other than Jana Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. He's a protocol droid, her administrative assistant. If you controlled B-44, you could walk right in.
You mean B-44 could walk right in?
Right, whatever. You could use B-44 to get into the mainframe.
But how would I get access to B-44?
Nearly all the Czerka technicians are planetside these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the Ithorians. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly.
Amazing. Thanks. All right, now I think it's on this side is the fast travel thing. It was 2B, right? Was it east or west? Let's check east first. Feels like it should be east in my gut. Might not be the case though. B2, yeah, east. Look at that. B2. Isn't that this guy? Yeah. Do you sell droid parts? Let me see. Let's double check that you don't sell the thing I need, actually. No, you don't. Okay. I want your droid technician credentials. You don't need to worry about that. I need to borrow Czerka's administrative. It's no concern of yours. I need to borrow Czerka's administrative droid. Because I need him to get some files. It's no concern of yours. Oh my god. I need to borrow Czerka's administrative droid because I need to get some files to Czerka's mainframe to expose Czerka's corruption. Yeah! Shoutouts! Sometimes you just gotta tell a guy straight up. No! Why not? I'm like a really good slicer. They won't find out. How much do you need? Credits? What for? Ah, for a loan. To who? Is it the exchange? Because they're fucking dead. Hey, I answered all your questions. It's a video game. You're supposed to just tell me. Yeah, see? Oh, the exchange? Don't worry, I killed all those guys. Slusk looks like our debt and the exchange is in disarray. They won't enforce your debt. To Godo. I give you an extension on your loan. What if I repaid your loan? Oof. I don't have those credits. Fuck, I should have just said extension. Alright, I bet that's just the way it is. 100, huh? What if I just threaten him? Oh, he's gonna get killed. I can quickly get 2,500 credits. I think it will not be an issue. In fact, wait, he sells stuff. Hold up. Also, let's just quick save and see. Might have died for less. I'll be going. Yeah, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. Let's load that game. You sell droid parts? Do you buy bullshit? Because guess what, buddy? I have 14 energy shields. You sell a bunch of those. I have some shit I won't probably use anymore, like this armor. I have. I'm gonna hold on to the medium armor. I have Some weapons. I don't think this disruptor is actually very good. It's not upgradable, which makes it just like a waste of time to me. This droid disruptor is so good. I'm going to hold on to that for sure. The sonic rifle. Do I have better rifles? Yes. I think just this blaster rifle being upgradable makes it de facto better. So I'll take that money. And then armor. Do I have any like special other shit that I can sell here that's worth bank? I know I have the money now. Droid ion. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. It's ion blast though, huh? I don't think I'll need it. I don't think I'll 1,000 credits need it. You know? That gives me a little wiggle room here. This heavy armor might be nice. Okay. None of this stuff is worth shit, right? Not really. 2 something here. I want that. Okay. Yeah. I'll be going now. Thank you. And now I simply use that at Czerka. Sorry. At Shuttle Bay. Is this Czerka here? Yeah. Quick save again. Let's go talk to her really quick just to rub it in her face that she sucks.
I simply do not have time for you. If there...
Nope, okay, bye.
Good day, I am B4D4. Admit how may
I need you to come with me.
I am sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I may only leave the Czerka
Hey,
offices
Craya.
for maintenance by an authorized Czerka or Czerka contracted droid technician.
Good news, I got my credentials right here.
Those are legitimate credentials. I will accompany you.
Let's go. There we go. Easy. Yeah, I'm the droid. Please reiterate the mission. Access the mainframe, download those files that clearly indicate the extent of Czerka's corruption. Yep. Oh, you could lie. Lie, I do not understand is very funny. I understand. I will turn when I've obtained the files. Yeah! Walking! What are you doing here? Let's go to the residential district. God, I wonder if there's hijinks to get up to with this guy. He's so funny. There it is, it's right there. Clank, 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 clank. Let's do a real save. They're really hitting us with the hijinks music.
I'm worried about the mercenaries we've been hiring.
Yeah,
they outnumber
same.
the CSD, so if they ever get out of line...
Yeah, that would be bad, right? Hi, Jana.
Hello, B44. Is there something you need?
B44.
Oh? Why is that?
There are some discrepancies with our reported income for the last period. I believe he brought in more credits than reported.
More credits, you say? That's news I wouldn't mind reporting to the sector executive officer. Please, B44, access away.
Thank you, Mistress Lorso. I will. Lie. Mistress Lorso asked me to cross-reference some data held in the mainframe. Whatever do you mean, suspicious? I have access rights to the mainframe. Do not be hasty, T1N1. There's no need to call Mistress Lorso. You are programmed to serve Mistress Lorso, correct? And your programming similarly inhibits you from harming sentient organic life or allowing such to be harmed without warning, correct? Examine the files of the mainframe. You will see that, by aiding Mistress Lorso, you have allowed sentient organic life to be harmed. Yes, you have been programmed to accomplish a task that cannot be accomplished without defying your programming. This is why Chodo regularly wipes your memory, to prevent you from realizing this and developing quirks or going berserk as a result. You have already broken your behavioral inhibitors. You simply have not become aware of it. You may act in whichever manner you choose. Oh my god. No, there's nothing preventing you from entering the main office and indiscriminately firing on Czerka personnel with your stun ray. It's a stun ray. Yes, I would be obligated to warn them. As such, it would not be prudent to do so unless I was preoccupied and unable to warn them. For example, while downloading the contents of this mainframe. Farewell, T1N1. Please do not abuse my trust and fire on the personnel while I am occupied, thereby creating a diversion that allows me to escape with stolen files.
T1N1, what are you doing out here?
This guy's toast.
You're not supposed to leave the mainframe. I think someone needs a memory wipe.
Oh my god. Not the stun ray.
What
Did not shoot Lorso, though. God damn. Anyway. Anything else in here? Just the mainframe, huh? Okay, Czerka mainframe. Copy the necessary files. Erase all data regarding your purchase and association. Yeah. Log out. Now you get to go live a free life, buddy. Hey, that was weird, right?
B44, I want you to pull up the maintenance records on that T1 unit. Find out the last time it was given a memory wipe and how it could have been outfitted with illegal weaponry.
That's a great question. Right away, Mistress Lorso. Is T1N1 just gonna be fucking dead?
A lot of us are tempted to go, though. Asgol might not be a good guy.
No, I guess not.
For enough credits, any risk.
Very funny. Extremely funny gag. And we're back. Transit. Ithorian. I think this is going to lead us to the end of the Ithorian quest line and a point where we can take a break after probably another cutscene.
Yeah?
Yeah? We're just atting? Where the fuck is Craya and Kel? Yes, I've transferred them to this datapad.
What? You're just gonna set it free? Is that a good idea?
B4D4 for fucking ever.
Because it can lie. No one expects a droid to lie. Think of the trouble it could cause.
B44 spinoff when? Lie. I assure you that I will cause no trouble, Master Habat.
Good day. I am B4D4,
It's
Administrative
been
Assistant
a
for Czerka
long
Corporation, Citadel Station Branch.
without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know, we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
I'll tell you.
When I see you again.
been lost. Yeah, I have returned. Work can begin again. Absolutely will. Oh, you're telling your guy to do it. I see. Wish we had gotten some of what that evidence was, you know? I'm glad I could help. Ah. Batu huh? Ex-military engineer. Batu, where is he? Will he be willing to help me? Why is he down there? Perhaps as a Zabrak, he doesn't have our patience. When you're just a little bit racist to your buddy, you know what I mean? When you just like. How do I get to him? Hey, what about that part about like restoring my spirit and my connection to the Force? Batu. All right. Before I leave, you said you would try to heal me. Uh-huh. Is this where you tell me it was a metaphor? Uh-huh. Oh my god. Come on. Craya is going to kill you, man.
Healing a dead planet is one thing, Chodo Habat, and healing a Jedi severed from the Force is quite another.
And healing a planet is a matter of connection. Oh, I went too slow. Okay.
You speak well enough, Chodo Habat, but perhaps you see all this as your chance to exert your own hold over others.
Regardless, if you can return the Force to me, I want you to try. I think there's a really fun way to play this game where like, I don't want the Force. I don't want to be connected to it again, but it wasn't the way I've been walking down this road, so. Oh, that's all? There was an animation to play? Kelmorn's maximum Force points have increased by 5. From what? Was it from 10, you know? But it does not say Force. 99, 999. So it went up from 94 to 99, which is less than Craya's, but hey, I'll take it. All right, let's go see this this shuttle. Yeah, okay. transit to the dock module. No. Oh no. Oh Lord. How did this happen, Mosa? Oh my God. I am not a Jedi, but I'll be right there. Yeah, okay. I literally just left. I think this is Czerka? You think this is the exchange? What do we think this is? That's night speed. That's the medical bay. It's this one. Oh, holy shit. Okay.
Everyone down!
Just hit the one who's close to you. How about that? Oh my God, just hit the one who's close. Okay, I fucked that up. That's fine. I forgot how this game worked for a second. Ooh, okay. I'm so buffed right now.
I hear you.
I can probably destroy some droids, huh? I could probably horror this guy.
Fallen.
So we got a flurry in. And you should be shooting this guy, except you can't see him from there, can you? So, there we go. Is there any remains? No. Are you okay, buddy? Yeah, uh-huh. Okay. Yep, okay, bye. I heard the shots stop. That's no good. Let's get night speed up. Let's get night speed up. There it is. And then let's kill the guy who's next to us, actually. Let's use this one. There's a lot of guys, huh? And then let's just go around the room. How about? Let's have her stun droid on you. Or out of juice, huh? Force depleted. Will you get any back? Let's find out if she gets any back. Because I realized before while looking at levels and stuff, like, oh, does she even get any... Can she even sap any drain or force points from people who don't have any? And the answer might be no.
I hear.
Alright, why are you not in the mix, please?
More where that came from. More where that came from.
War droid.
Time to even the odds. Time to take you.
Let's have him throw some grenades. Those two guys are standing very close together, which is a mistake.
I hear you.
That's a stun shot. You know what that means? That means he's about to get a sneak attack. Like that.
Yes.
She does not have skill set. Wait, no, not there. There.
Just say the word. Time to take you down to side.
It's very funny that this is here. It really feels like, oh, you did a whole zone without, like, any combat. Maybe we should sneak some combat in. Please get out of my way, Atten. Cardio package. I'll come back this way in a second. But first I should go get Mozo. Oh my god. These fucking guys. That guy in the corners is checking his Facebook page. He's giving Facebook to me. Oh, great combo. Hey, Mazo. Moza. I'm on my way. Yeah, you better be. Just don't make it a habit. Remember you guys were like, no bloodshed. This is why sometimes bloodshed. Occasionally, bloodshed. Heavy pistol. Take a peek at that real quick. Not for me though. How about for you? 2 to 11. Not upgradable. What's she have on now? Benox blaster, 1 to 8. 2 to 11 might, even with the +1 to 4 ion, I think it's just gonna be, this is just 2 to 11, it's just gonna be better. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Y'all should have doors that... Oh,
and now, Chodo Habat,
oh my,
you will die along with your herd. That's none of my concern. I was hired to do a job.
This guy has like off-brand candorous energy. Scars of your actions.
Perhaps, but not today, Ithorian. This is the best that you could muster to come to your rescue?
Right before this happened,
Very well.
I was about to talk about how this game is using like scarring and specifically like the ruined planet as a metaphor a lot. You know, specifically, quite obviously, we open on Paragus and Paragus is falling apart. You know, here we are again on Telos, and Telos is falling apart. And so, you know, it's doing its thing. Something to pay attention to. Obviously, Scion also seems built around the idea of a character who has been scarred in that way.
Time to take you down to size.
There we go. 3 good hits. Another one. And let's drop him down. Good hits or good misses. There we go. You never thought Czerka would... Czerka's evil. Czerka? This is what it took? Yeah, you sure would have been. You better find something. You've given enough. Keep just fixing the planet. I did not risk my life. This was not a heavy lift. This game is a real, it's not that hard to do the right thing simulator. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but you know what I mean, right? Unarmed specialist. You already know what it is. Treat injury. Get some points into repair. There we go. Powers. What did I... Okay, so she only gets 1 this turn. What did I say? I was going to give her a heal? I don't really needed it, but maybe nice to have it. It was going to be the higher force scream is what I was going to give her. Let's do it. Fuck it. I have not needed to be healing. Demolitions. Awareness. Stealth. Security. I'd rather have the security. I would rather have security maxed. Okay. There we go. Everyone good in here, everyone? You all good? Okay. Sorry about everybody who got killed. All of the nameless, just like Ithorian NPCs.
It's good that Czerka's arrival has created new jobs on the station, but I can't say I'm happy about all the mercenaries.
Yeah. I'm gonna quickly go check in with Gran or whatever his name is, the head cop here, just to be like, hey, did you hear about Czerka? Did you hear about Czerka trying to kill everybody here? My guess is there will be nothing, but it's worth a check.
Something I can help you?
No. And then Lorso. Was Lorso still going to be there? Or did that other guy take the gig, so to speak? Oh, right. I ran past the thing. Here it is. Transit to the Czerka one. And it's the bright orange one. There it is. And let's run over there. It's still her, huh?
I simply do not have...
Bye. Very funny. Just to, like, leaves it kind of hanging. Maybe when we come back later, things will have changed, you know? One of those. Alright, transit to the docking module. Hey, man. Yep, ready to take the shuttle. About time. Just there I can no, because I'm in the middle of that quest. I was like, can I just break in there and get like minor loot? But the answer is going to be no. I have to do the other thing. This orbital shuttle is used to transport cargo and passengers between Citadel Station and Telos' surface. Let's do it.
This is Admiral Seed of the Sojourn.
Oh, Admiral Seed again.
Welcome to Telos, Admiral.
Great.
This is Lieutenant Gren of the Telos Security Force. We've been expecting you for some time now.
We were unavoidably detained on our way here. I hope it hasn't caused too large of a problem.
Only a minor inconvenience, Admiral. We were happy to be of assistance. I think you'll be less happy when you hear what I have to say next, Admiral.
What is it?
The witness from the Paragus incident escaped the station. We're not sure how he managed it, but we're trying to recover him.
I see. Don't concern yourself with it too much, Lieutenant. The Republic had decided to not detain the Exile anyways.
The Exile? Then...
However, I expect that these security failings will be seen to and fixed, Lieutenant.
We're on them right now, Admiral. I'm uploading your approach vector to you now. Gren out.
Okay. Cutscene. Kind of a proto-Imperial shuttle here. Different proportions, but some similar design language. Similar shape language, I guess, more. Very ominous music, isn't it? Well, seems fine. Hey, who was on that loading
Everyone
screen?
hold on tight. We should be putting down in a few seconds.
Yeah.
Grab onto something. This is about to get rough real fast.
Just the whole fire. God damn. Who are we shooting at us? Damn. Patton, do better. Well, who is this? We get flung out of the damn ship? We stumbled out and just like...
Good to have you back, General.
Good to have you back, General. My head feels like I've been ripped in half. Look at Baeodur's cool fucking arm.
Easy now. You survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. But it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General.
General?
You must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad he's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian Mechanic Corps that was at Malachor. Baeodur. I can see how you forget me, being that I was the only one.
I think I might recall you.
Don't think too hard. I'd rather not talk about the war, if we could. We all went through some tough times after Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids. They can't forget anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good.
How are the others?
They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place, and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here?
Great question. I was told I might be able to find my ship here.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time, too?
Nope, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should perhaps seek out a more reputable pilot.
You're welcome, Craya. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those rock faces.
Yes, our current situation is a vast improvement.
What shot us down?
Beats me. No one's supposed to be here but a Czerka research team. I can't say they'd be happy to see us, but shooting us down? I can't imagine Czerka having us shot down by a bunch of scientists either. You know, I caught a glimpse of what looked like an AD tower when we flew over the compound.
Why would a research station have an air defense tower?
Maybe they're doing something they shouldn't be. I've seen pirate bases with the same sort of setup.
Let's go. We need to find our ship.
I can help you find it. I have access to the shield network. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck.
So what are we gonna do?
We'll have to get back to the compound. It's the old Ithorian research station, turned into a salvage team staging area. It won't be an easy hike.
Is there a console at the compound we can use?
Czerka freights men and equipment from the landing pad there. If it's there and we can breach the perimeter, there's probably something we can use. If not, we could try our luck in the underground ruins. Either way, it's back to the compound for us.
Baeldur is acted by Roger Gwenver-Smith, who has been in a bunch of Spike Lee films, just an absolute ton of them. And it has been in, I'd say, a number of contemporary, Black American cinema in general, or a number of films in general. Mostly as side characters or bit characters, but sometimes in pretty major roles. I want to say in 2017, he did. I'm seeing if this is right. Yes, he was in a stage play as Rodney King, directed by Spike, and he was in a Huey P. Newton film adaptation by Spike, that was written by him. So he's been a big part of Black cinema for a long time. And so fun to have him here playing Baeldur in a really restrained performance. We'll have more to say about him, I'm sure, as we continue. Let's get going.
That's the plan.
Who could be watching us? Whose little droid is that? Who are those folks over there? Baeldur has joined the party. He possesses the special ability to rend and destroy force fields. Use his shield breaker ability in combat to disrupt enemy shields. All right. We can't actually put him in, right? Let's put in Baeldur instead of Atten. Oh, well then let's put Craya in. There we go. All right. Okay. Yes. There we go. Here's this cool little remote droid. Take a close look at him here. Forgot that you have this first person mode. Very cool. Fun design. Crashed ship. And here we are on the planet of Telos. With that, let's save the game and head back out to the main menu. Thank you for watching this episode. My guess is I'm going to put this all up as one, so it's a really long one. Hey, Past Austin. This is Future Austin. And actually, it was a shorter one, but now it's going to be a longer one again, because I'm actually, the way we ended up cutting up Telos and then the next part, or Citadel Station, the next part of Telos, was a little different than how I recorded it. So I'm actually going to clip the beginning of the next recording I did and put it in here, and then the next episode will cover until where that stops. Okay. Hello everybody, it is Austin once again with the AMCA Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, TM, Restored Content, Modification, V.1.8.6. I'm continuing our playthrough of KOTOR 2. This is the third time I've started the recording, because I've had issues on times 1 and 2. I got caught in a cutscene in the middle of Craya talking where it just freeze framed for like 20 minutes, and I didn't realize that. This is like after talking to the new companion we just met for a long time and talking about big ideas and everything else. And then it happened again a second time, and I realized what the problem was. It was on my side. I was running game capture instead of window capture on top of some other stuff. It should all be fixed now. We should now be fine. I'm going to hit load game. I'm going to load into the beginning. I'm not going to load into the later save I already made from after talking to the new companion. And hey, now I know what I want to talk about. I am not going to stumble around, etc. So it'll be better Let's Play than the first swing at all of this was. I am going to quickly, though, go in and make sure my sound... Yeah, okay, I brought down sound effects a little bit because the background sounds on this planet are much louder than they were on Citadel Station. So let's go ahead and load in to where we left off. Here we are. Baldur, that's the new guy. Baldur's cool little remote. Let's start with talking to the droid. Oh yeah, beep boop, agreed. You'll see that we have... Oh, I do not want to... Nope, I'm good. I don't want to do that. I'm playing with a PS5 controller, so there may be more misclicks than usual, though as anyone who watched our old XCOM 2 Tactical Tuesday streams on Waypoint, still available on YouTube, as you might know, a misclick is not simply clicking the wrong thing. It is something happening you didn't intend to. So I think, for instance, if I hit this button and pause instead of this button to go in to the options menu or the menus, I don't count that as a misclick. It's going to happen a bunch because the touchpad is just pause, just like the kind of start button on the PS5 controller is. PS5 controller is, of course, plugged in because I've been playing Night Rain, Elden Ring Night Rain, and I'm doing a lot of misclicks there because I've also been playing Fantasy Life, and those have different buttons for jumping and dodging. And let me tell you, you want to have those on, and attacking. You want all those to be the same thing when you're playing a bunch of different games. Stop trying to fight those guys; they're too far away. Before I level up Baldur, I'm gonna just talk to him and get what the vibe is and see what's going on. And then maybe talk to Craya, and then I'll level up Baldur.
General, need something?
Really, you don't have to call me General. You can also just be more direct. I need you to stop calling me General. But for now, I'm just going to say, really, you don't have to call me General.
Sorry. Guess I can't get my head out of the past.
I was just wondering what you've been doing since the war ended.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
It's interesting, here are options. During my exile, I did the same thing. Why did you move around so much? And I'm sure you weren't the only soldier to feel that way. Let's just fill in a little bit of the gap of what we were doing. You can say, during my exile, I did the same thing. We were just talking about this on the AMCA Q&A for May. We had a question that someone asked what our exiles did during the 10-year gap between the Jedi Mandalorian War and this game starting, and what we imagined them doing. The type of question I love to fill in the blanks on. Maybe I'll come back to that question a little bit. I got a great YouTube question about that I'll talk more about later. But Rob's answer was very much like, I don't know if I can answer this yet because it feels like the game might tell me. And in fact, I think the game instead does things like this and says, hey, here's a chance where you can kind of talk a little bit about what you've been up to. In this case, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well. I could also say, sounds like you were just running away, couldn't handle the truth, huh? Or we must face our fears to become stronger. What a Craya-like thing that would be. Let's say only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt than protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Czerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Czerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
I love this vocal performance. It's so idiosyncratic. It's so unique. You don't get too much of stuff that feels like this. I actually think something in his tenor reminds me of both Forrest Whitaker's Saw Gerrera and a little bit of Adam Driver's Kylo Ren. There's something happening both in the register of his voice and in the way he plays with certain vowel sounds that are similar. Plays with is maybe too strong. I don't know how naturalistic this is for the performer, or if he's putting stuff on. But yeah, I think absolutely a banger voice, the type of which I think I at the time was coming to games like this for, because they just weren't in action adventure games of the time. You didn't have people who sounded like this. This again is Roger Guenveur Smith, who is mostly a stage actor, but has been in a lot of other films, including some Spike Lee joints. I also think it's interesting here that Baldur instantly, I have an opinion about the world, I have an opinion about Czerka. You, the player, could have just done a bunch of work for Czerka. I'm actually curious and don't know off the top of my head how that intersects with this stuff, because I didn't just do that. And it's not like KOTOR 1 didn't have opinionated characters. Karth hated the Sith, though obviously the whole game is about fighting them. Mission and Zalbar obviously both have very strong senses of justice in that way. A lot of what Jolie Bindo does is do the right thing against Czerka or against the kind of evil half of the Wookiee group that's in charge, that's working with Czerka. So there are lots of opinionated people in that way, and Mission is always just I hate it when people are bad. Those gangsters are taking advantage of people. The Sith are hurting the poor people. Very right away, it's what she's driven by. But there's a sort of anger or a bitterness to Baldur when he talks about Czerka here that I think is a little distinct right out the gate too. First thing we learned about him was in the war with you. Calls you general. Second thing you learned about him, yo, fuck Czerka. I don't think I'm going to say it's a little out of his league. Why is it out of his league? We're all trying to do it. It's good to have you around.
It's good to be working with you again, General.
Okay, something else don't call me General. What's your opinion on the Telos situation?
If the Republic would just rein Czerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Czerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
How'd you lose your arm, anyway?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
Yeah, I'll bet that was fun, or that seems a bit rash. Okay, he was kidding. Or, I was being serious. I was being serious.
If you were me, you'd probably want to joke about it too. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky I didn't lose more. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Malachor, of course, we know from where Greg... Well, one, we know that the Jedi Exile has history there. It was the last battle of the war with the Mandalorians, between the Mandalorians and the Jedi. And then in Rebels, it's where Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka confront Vader. I guess really Ahsoka confronts Vader in Rebels. And that's a really sick episode, and I think we'll continue to talk about Malachor as the game continues. Never mind. All right. I'm not trying to fight that guy. Trying to talk to Craya.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy. charity in our journey. Why?
Here comes Craya telling you that you maybe shouldn't be so nice to everybody. Maybe you're being not cynical enough for her tastes. And again, I think we'll have lots to unfold here, even just in this conversation. Our options. Because if I can help, I will. There's enough suffering in the galaxy. If I can alleviate for one person, presumably if I can alleviate it for one person, then I've made a difference. She might tear you up for that one, because what's the difference, you know? Actually, this might be one where it's all just the same answer as early in a conversation tree. It's often just like it leads right in. Anyway, 3, and I think this is it for Morn, for Kel Morn. It is instinct in me to do what is right. This is the sort of like, it's just how I've been raised. It's how it's in me in that way. If I can help somebody, I'm just going to jump to it. And maybe she'll hate that for it being uncritical and just like I'm doing the thing immediately. And she's going to tell me not to do that. We'll see.
Even if it weakens those you help,
right.
Even if it robs
course.
them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
Of course. We've talked about Rand and Randianism and libertarianism in relation to some of the ideas already brought up in this game. We've obviously talked about Marx, and we've talked about neo-colonialism or neo-imperialism a little bit, maybe. But what we haven't talked about is Hegel, of course. Hegel, the German philosopher who precedes Marx in many ways. Marx is responding to Hegelian dialecticalism and Hegelian idealism. Hegel, I don't want to try to summarize Hegel here in the middle of a conversation in KOTOR 2, but I will say that Hegel is someone who believes ideas are what ideas come into conflict, and ideas and that conflict moves the world forward through history towards a sort of teleological end. Here we are in Telos. That conflict drives us towards destiny. And not just, in fact, not physical material conflict, the conflict of ideas, of big differences of opinion, of ideologies, of social relations, sort of. I don't think he would ever use the term social relations. I don't think that's his sort of terminology. That's not where I think of it. But that, for instance, the way that France orders itself politically comes into conflict with the way, Austria orders itself politically, and the different ideas of what a man is or what a person is come into conflict with each other. And those ideas, when they come into conflict, go through a process that we know as a kind of dialectical conflict. They produce a synthesis, right? You have a thesis, you have it hit its antithesis, and those two things, they don't combine. They negate each other. The antithesis, negates the thesis, and then what comes out of that is a synthesis. It's the negation of the negation. The synthesis is the new thing, and that's how history moves forward. So that's one way to start reading Craya. We could have talked about that last time, too, when we were talking about the history of ideas. You can also talk about this, of course, in terms of social Darwinianism, the kind of survival of the fittest style thinking around social and not just physical traits, not just evolutionary thinking, but the sort of social evolutionary thinking. In which, you end up saying survival of the fittest, and whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and all of that stuff. What I love about these potential responses to this, one, you can play the Jedi who's kind of naive. I fail to see how small acts of mercy can be harmful. She's kind of she's really clear what she's saying here, right? You have been chased, and it's made you stronger. Being like, how can mercy undercut that? That's kind of, in my read of that, is kind of like, she just said how it can be harmful. She thinks that it's bad to reduce the amount of conflict that there is in front of somebody. That conflict makes them stronger. You can say, if you're trying to guilt me out of helping people, you won't succeed, which of course is a sort of argument around. There's a lot of ways you could read that. One way is that there's such a thing as a universal moral good, right? That it's good to help people. Fundamentally, it doesn't come down to utility. It doesn't come down to, I helped them, I fed the hungry, and therefore, but because the hungry person was fed, now they're not going to go get a job so they can feed themselves, and therefore I shouldn't have fed them to begin with. this character is saying, no, you're not going to guilt me. You're not going to tell me there's a bad outcome that makes me feel bad for doing a good thing. And I think the third one is good because it's just, and this is where I think Morn is, I think you're wrong. I don't think that conflict produces strength necessarily. I'm a soldier. It seems like after just talking to Baldur, we're both maybe carrying a little bit of what the war did to people and to us. I think we've seen firsthand that conflict does not always make you stronger. It sometimes makes you dead. It sometimes, in Baldur's case, costs you a part of your body. And, you know, you could make the case that in a game like KOTOR, as you're about to see as we look at Baldur's stats, getting a robot arm is very good. I don't think losing an arm makes you any less of a human, or in Baldur's case, an Iridonian. Not a Zabrak, I believe, an Iridonian. The same thing, but a different name, maybe from different culture. Iridonians are a specific subculture of Zabrak, something like that. But I do like being able to just be like, you're wrong about this.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
Really fun. I wish I could go back to the log and reread that exact statement, because her case, the first time I heard that, I thought she was saying that if you, I guess I was reading that as like, or I misheard it as when you aid people, you are sapping something from them or something like that. I didn't quite understand the fullness of what she was saying, which was like, when you help someone, you're taking away an opportunity for them to hone themselves against something difficult, against something that will push them. For more on this, you should play the game Realis, which is also fictionally made by people who believe something similar, even though I don't necessarily believe that. And I love this, and I would view the ones you travel with much the same way. I can respond, they are loyal companions, and I will not harm them. I will never abandon my friends in such a way. I do not turn on my allies like the Jedi turned on their own during the war. That's very tempting to me. But I think I'm going to say that this is kind of like, I'm going to snap back here. Then I'll view you as disposable too then.
Ah, now you are learning. Do you know why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested. It is only through interaction, through decision and choice, through confrontation, physical or mental, that the force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties, greater ones are born.
The dialectics are jumping out. She doesn't say physical there. She's not only talking about the force or about ideas, to be clear, right? And there's a long history in dialectics of moving from ideas to physicality, right? Marx's great innovation, some might say, is that he takes Hegel's kind of idealistic, not idealistic in the optimistic sense, but idealistic in the realm of ideas sort of way, idealistic dialecticalism or dialectics. And says, no, like we have to talk about class dialectics, we have to talk about material dialectics, we have to talk about the stuff in the world bouncing against each other, and specifically says the history of the world is the history of class struggle. It's classes coming into conflict, and that conflict producing synthesis that drives history. It's not the ideas of different classes, it's the classes themselves. So the ideas are there. Marx has room for superstructure. I think maybe despite the way some people have interpreted recent stuff I said, I'm not exactly a vulgar materialist. I am probably not as hardcore of an orthodox or a subsect of the orthodox Marxists who think that the superstructure has no purpose in history or something like that it's all just material relations. I think the social is a huge important part of that. I just think that you can make different sorts of judgments about different types of social activity. Anyway, I could talk about this for literally hours. I'm going to try to go fight some bad guys. I'm going to level up Baldur is what I'm going to do. I had other questions. I don't think she has any other answers right now. Yeah, never mind. I'll be going. Let's level up Baldur. Repulsor Strike, I'll talk about that in a second. Skills, Baldur gets a lot of skills. I should go back. Baldur's starting stats, 14 strength, 10 dex, 14 con, 15 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 10 charisma, 56 HP, 10 defense. Pretty good out the gate. Decent saves for fort, reflex, and will. He has a ton of skill points. I think an obvious thing you might do with an early level is increase his intelligence, but we're actually not going to do that. I know I've said a lot that getting to the evens is what you should do, but I'll show you why it doesn't really matter to give Baldur another point of intelligence right this second, at least not yet. It's that he already gets so many skill points. He gets 6 skill points, and again, anything yellow is a class skill. That's enough skill points to get every class skill that he has up to max, and then starting next level, have an extra one, because he only has 5 class skills, which is, he has 6 skill points. So we're going to leave this one. We've caught up with everything up to 10. We'll hit accept. We'll level up again. I'm going to put a point into strength is where I'm going to put it, because I think he's actually, with the 14 strength and 14 constitution, a really good up-close fighter out the gate. And with 15, if I have a piece of equipment that can boost it by 1, that becomes a 16, which is a great improvement. For skills, again, I can boost everything he has, and I'll save the remaining point. I'll grab a feat. I'll look really quick. I'm going to show you his kind of starting stuff. He starts with medium armor proficiency. He starts with gearhead. That's part of why he has so many stats or skills. He starts with flurry and power attack. He does not have, what is the third one? He does. He has critical strike. He does. He doesn't have any of the ranged ones, so he's definitely built to be a melee character, especially since he has no dex, or he's 10 dex, but that's not a lot. He has proficiency in all the basic weapons, and then he has unarmed weapon fighting, which is pretty good, or unarmed specialist, which adds 2 to 8 damage to all unarmed attacks. I think it's on top of maybe the 1 to 4 you start with, something like that. And then, because of Repulsor Strike, his unique skill, quote, Baldur can release energy stored in capacitors in his arm during combat, causing an extra 1 to 6 electricity damage, with a 10% chance of causing slow for 2 rounds if they fail a fortitude save of DC of difficulty equal 15 plus attacker's level when using an unarmed strike, or an unarmed attack. This damage stacks with unarmed attacks. So the fortitude save, again, is they'll have to make a roll. They'll roll a d20 behind the scenes, plus whatever their fortitude save is. And that will have to clear by the time we finish leveling up, because he will be level 9 at the end of this, a DC of 24. So if they have a 4 in fortitude saves, the way he does right this second, I think, they would need to roll a 20 to resist this slow. And then I guess it's a 10% chance of causing slow. So I'm actually not sure. Then that's another roll on top of that. So I'm not sure. But what is sure is that he'll regularly be doing an additional 1 to 6 electricity damage all the time, and that will get boosted up eventually to 3 to 18. So you could really do an unarmed Baldur build that's pretty good. I'm going to consider it, but I'm not going to put a point into anything for it quite yet. I think the thing to do for that would be dueling, since that gives you a bonus to unarmed combat, like it says there. Instead, I'm going to give it flurry, because if we are going to do even temporarily unarmed combat, I want him to be able to do extra, what is critical strike? I want him to be able to do extra attacks, because otherwise he doesn't have that ability. We've talked before, attacking more is key for melee characters. And so being able to do an extra one here is huge. And then third one, I'll just bump his skills back up, and I'll put one into treat injury. Accept. There we go. Let me just quickly check. I just got a bunch of messages. I want to make sure everything is good. Okay, I think everything's fine. Okay. I didn't realize I hadn't backed enough out of the Craya conversation to get me these dark side points, but there they are. Dark side points gained, influence gained Craya. I would have gotten that from telling her that I would dispose of her when I snapped at her. I think that's where I get that bonus. Let's see here. I'm going to see where we're at still. There is Baldur. There is Craya. There is me. There is Kelmorn, who is looking a little, this is an awkward pose, my man. Wild that Bowder is less light side than me. That's interesting. How do I switch to... Why am I forgetting how to switch characters? There we go. Oh, and let's look at Bowder equipment also. Oh, let's not do that because there's a guy. Why can I not lock on? There we go.
End this.
I think we're gonna be fine here. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, now let's look at equipment because Bowder isn't wearing shit. Let's get him some bronzium power armor, please, and maybe some an energy shield. I should have taken stuff off of. Atten. It's okay. It's fine. That's Con 1. This music is going for it, huh? Alright, I think we should just do what I can do right this second, which is I'm going to give him my own armband, his general's armband, and this cardio package, which should boost him up to... It did 16 con, so he's a tank right now. Let's give him some of that, and let's give him some gloves, and let's give him a fort save belt. And I don't think I'm gonna, because right now he's doing 5 to 14 damage plus 11, so he's hitting non-stop. 5 to 14 is the damage, the lower one is the attack modifier. That's pretty good. Let's just see, like if I gave him, let's give him this two-handed weapon. Yeah, 4 to 9 and then 2 to 7. I just don't, I just at max, if both of those hit, what is that? That is 16 damage versus 5 to 14. The base being 5 is so good, and that's before you count the fact that he, sorry, this music is just, I'm going to bring it down a little bit, even on my side, and boost it in post if I need to. Even if he's hitting good with the melee weapon, with the Gadon beacon, I think it can't possibly be good enough, you know? I could give him this Vibro Sword, it's 3 to 13. Let's just see what that looks like. I mean, not switch, I want to remove that. Let's just see. How would that look on him? 6 to 16 might be better. It loses the cool fist. 6 to 16 versus 5 to 14. It's hot. It's just better if you don't count. If you don't count that he can do a cool fist thing. Let's just try the cool fist thing out really quick and see how it feels. Let's go run up and see. Oh, let's loot this corpse first. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. I'm learning how the game works again. Ooh, a Matakai Adept robe, huh? Maybe that's for me or Craya. Oh my god, this is good. Jesus Christ. 1 defense bonus, 2 con, 2 dex, 2 strength. So the defense bonus is actually 2 because the dex boost, I think, for me or Craya, yeah, would raise our defense. What's my defense right now? It's 23 because I have this really good armor. The charisma and regen is just so good. Remember, I had been using this 441. 23 versus 22, but look at how, let's compare something. Let's look at the Jalshay stuff. 8 to 18 attack. 8 to 18 attack, 23 defense. And is there anything else that would change from this? 115 HP versus 22 defense, so 1 lower. 8 to 18 goes up to 10 to 20. I also didn't notice. Is it plus? Were they both plus 16? No, it's better. Oh, it's the wrong one. Shit, sorry. Yeah, it's better attack too. It's plus 16 to attack instead of plus 15, and it's 125 vitality. What had it been? 115. Oh, it's really good. Let me read it also. 1 second. Mutakai adepts are masters at guiding their bodies with the Force. They are capable of astounding physical feats. The Matukai are a group of force sensitives who use their physical body to channel the force. The balance of the physical and the spiritual is the cornerstone of their philosophy. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh no, did I get the bug? Am I bugging? No, I'm not bugging. Yes. Something weird. Why can't he move? What is happening? Oh no. Now he's moving. Why can't I move as my guy? Oh boy, did I fuck up? Did I get the bug?
Yeah?
I have, but I can move with other people, so maybe I'm fine for now. Let's go find out what's up with this. Alright, he has a shield breaker. I didn't show this, but he has a move called shield breaker, which breaks shields, as you might imagine. Is Flurry gonna be bad for him? Does he not have the stats for it quite yet? Why is... Oh my god, I can't move in. I can't even move in on this.
Yes.
Maybe it's... Oh, now he's moving. Oh, and now I'm fine. I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna save the game. Now that I can do that. I believe I still... Oh, I can type again. I can type again. I hope I'm not... Oh. Hope not bugged. Okay. I'm just gonna roll with it, I guess. God, these robes are really good. I'm not gonna wear them. Oh, what I did decide was I'm not gonna wear this. I'm gonna give this to Craya. I'm gonna go back to having the neophyte armor because I can't give up the charisma bonus or the regeneration. And this is such a big boost for Craya. I guess it doesn't have regenerate, but I think she has regenerate at this point, you know? So, and I'm gonna give her back her sword. There we go. Cool. I get some speed going, please. God, it really doesn't feel that fast here without the speed effect. Now that I'm like outside.
Nice. Right where we need to go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already. They were probably looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
Yeah, I bet. But we're not going to go there quite yet. I'm going to make sure there's something else to pick up over here. Like those mines. I think Baldur has demolitions, does he not? If he doesn't, that would be so bizarre, given his history. It's like being an engineer or like a war engineer. Yeah, there we go. Shoutouts to Baldur.
Mercenaries have at least 2 hidden caches like this. We should keep our eyes open.
Love that. Wait, why'd you come back over to me? Come on. Get me that mine, please. Alright. Another one. Another one.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
There we go. And now we have this hidden cache. What do we think's in it? Another one of those robes. Mandalorian heavy armor, some credits, and some parts. And now he can't move. What is happening? It's not normally the way that works. Can I move with him now? No, now I cannot. I can move 2, General. Which is very funny. Can I... Alright, I'm gonna just have to roll with this and hope that it's fine. I've never had this exact bug. There's, of course, the bug for... there's a bug for movement after combat, but that wasn't just combat, right? So, I don't know. This might be a controller thing, now that I think about it. Oop, and also Baldur leveled, and I didn't notice it. Let's get in there and level him up. Unarmed Specialist 3, which increases that damage even more. And again, stats or skills up. Save the extra one, accept. God, what is his damage now? 6 to 18. Yeah, it's so good. Alright, let's switch back over. Let's get some night speed. And let's, maybe this will be a talk and not a fight. Nope, it's a fight. It's a fight. Why did I think it wouldn't be a fight? Oh, here's a place where it might be fun to use Shield Breaker to break that shield off. There it goes.
What is it?
And there's another level. I think I've lost control again. We'll find out in a second.
Let's go.
I have. We're like trading off who can move right now. I'm gonna save and see if I can fix this. And see if I can remember how I fixed this last time. Oh, I remember how I fixed this last time. It had to do with the frames per second stuff, which I thought was fixed because of the borderless gaming, but it seems to just be back. So let me fix that. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back right after that fight. Let me level up again. Or I guess I did not level myself up at all last time. Hopefully what I just did fixes it. We'll find out. And let's put one more in stealth. Why not? Oh, we have powers again. Interesting. Great. The further you stray to the dark side, the more expensive light powers become, and vice versa. And I've gotten my first lightsaber form. Determination. Shicho lightsaber form. I don't have a lightsaber, so kind of useless to me. And I don't think it's listed here, but I wonder if I can... I already talked to her. It's like the basic lightsaber form, I guess. Alright, what am I taking? What's a guy who doesn't have great force stats take? I don't have a lightsaber to do throw lightsaber. I don't really need mind trick for stealth stuff, and I don't think I'd succeed at it anyway. Generally, what I like here is buffs, but Craya is such a buff-focused character, you know? I could take energy resistance, I could take force barrier. Let's just have a shield all the time. Revitalizes the res. Force deflection lets you reflect blaster bolts even without a lightsaber. But eventually I'm going to have a lightsaber, so I don't want to do that, you know? You get disable droid. But the DC is so kind of low. I guess it's raising every time I level, right? Eventually, Destroy Droid... Oh, Destroy Droid doesn't have a stun at all anymore. It's just damage, and then it'll get half damage. Okay. Is there any other light side stuff where I'm like, oh, yeah. Still suffers half the damage. Does not affect droids. This is just straight cancel stuff, huh? Interesting. There's no roll on this. I don't think this is going to be useful quite yet, but I might grab it just to have it. As I'm still waiting to get a lightsaber for some of the other stuff I can get. And maybe it'll be useful when we run into the next Sith folks we run into. You know? Force Pike. Droid machine interface. Oh, don't want to talk to Baldur. No offense to Baldur. I like Baldur. Some remains. Battle stimulant. A land speeder. I like this land speeder design. Ah, they're code locked. We can't use them. Damn. Code locked. I can't do that. It's code locked. Let's fill out the map. Very important, very important. And let's look at the map here. Okay. Let me pull up 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not fucking up my recording. Okay, we're good. I alt-tabbed away earlier, and that meant I couldn't see if the
another sentry droid. The mercenaries must be using them.
Recording was still going.
There's probably another patrol nearby.
Okay. Well, let's stun the damn droid, huh?
I hear you.
Double stun. Can you see this guy from here? No, you can't. Let's get you up there. Oh, please lock onto the enemy. There we go. Alright, we're about to find out if this... I should have done a save before this fight. Alright, yeah, we're good. We're good now. Everybody can move. Everybody can move. Everybody can move. Yay! Oh, the things I do. Alright, let's, stationary.
What is it?
Let's go.
Let's stationary. And...
Yes?
Let's, Yeah? I wonder if he can actually... Can he get... This is gonna be a conversation, actually, maybe. Let's see. No, it is not.
Yes.
So let's
go.
Let's stationary. God, he's in Shicho. That's very funny. Termination initiated versus many opponents. Funny. Stationary. Ranged. And then let's recover mine and see if this starts a fight. Ah, it did. Oh, it's these two. It's these two criminals that we were chasing. You seem happy to see me. Maybe it was you don't seem happy to see me.
Wait, bounty? Why is there a bounty on your head?
It's a long story, Baldur.
I don't think so. You'll have to come through me if you want to take the general.
All right. What if we recover one of the mines with Baldur? What if you throw a grenade? And what if you improve force scream?
Let's go.
Oh, wow, he just ran through. Oh, don't run through there. Okay, careful. Okay, yeah, let's jump this guy then. No, no, no. Wait, wait, wait. Not you. You come back this way. You fight this guy, please. There we go. And then run through the middle. And you get on him.
What is it?
Run through the middle. Nicely done, everybody. Wow, you really did it. Holy shit. Boom. All right.
I hear you.
All right, Baldur. Nicely done. Let's get some mines. There we go.
I hear you.
I thought for a second I couldn't move. Concussion grenade, and I can't loot the other guy, right? No. Okay. This is not the place to jump me. You should have been up there with guns shooting down at me. Damn, look how cool that looks. Let's fight this Canic. I don't know what a Canic is.
Yes.
What's a Canic? You know what? They kind of look like they have the heads of the unknown species from KOTOR 1. Canuck Wikipedia. Oh my god, why did it not? Okay, here we go. Canuck Wikipedia. Small, aggressive predators. Oh, native to the moon of Duxon. Interesting. This is not that moon. Apparently they were transported. Oh, interesting. They were transported as part of this project. Maybe that's something we'll read about. There's a bag. Arcanian energy shield. Okay. I think this looks great. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Here's the shields that Baldur was working on, going off to the horizon. Guy who played a lot of Final Fantasy XI last year voice. Look at how good this game from 2004 looks.
I always feel a sense of calm when I walk the surface of Telos. The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
The force is strong here. Whether Chodo and his herd has anything to do with that is another matter. Can you feel anything?
A whisper, perhaps, like the breeze through the grass.
That is good. As a breeze may swiftly turn to a gale, you are slowly beginning to be reopened to the force.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up ahead. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get by without their spotting us. We could cross along the shore, or head along the cliffs to the south.
And here's, of course, where Craya's philosophy comes into a different kind of angle, or finds a different angle. is Craya just talking about video games? Because I'm like, why are we trying to sneak around? That's XP over there. She's literally right about the world of KOTOR 2. Conflict makes you stronger. Where she's wrong is that conflict does not... Other NPCs don't have the opportunity to go into fights and level up, right? I mean, I guess they do if you don't go to the planet, and that means that they'll be higher level when you get there. Maybe they're off screen doing something. But, like, literally speaking, the player character and the companions get stronger from conflict. That is simply a true statement about their situation. Also, speaking of conflict, worth adding that if you have Atten in your party here instead of Craya, when Baldur is like, it's so good and peaceful here. The Ithorians are so good at what they do. Atten says, amazing. He says, Baldur says, the Ithorians are truly amazing in their work. And Atten says, amazing at wasting the Republic's credits, maybe. But now that you mention it, I feel it too, like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Even Atten thinks that this place kind of rules. So, all right. Let's take them out.
Lord. All right. Let's do it.
And just like that, I'm the general again, huh? Let's take out these little guys first if we can before aggroing.
Focus.
All right. And then, what's up here? Can we loot this? Rip to this... Oh, dead Ithorian. Masasi ceremonial armor, pheromone package, and Mandalorian melee shield. Well, let's take a look at that pheromone package. And probably also some of the other stuff. This armor is a defense bonus 5, max dexterity 5, so really good for a dex monster. Long-term domination by the Sith has erased the memory of the Masasi rituals from which this armor was designed, but it retains the effectiveness on the battlefield regardless. And then, what else did I just get? I got a pheromone package, persuade +1, charisma +1. I don't know. Oh yeah, I am going to take that. Persuade +1, charisma +1 gets my charisma to 16. So that is that's a better place for it to be, I think. Everything there is normal. Nothing else new here. Jowl shape perception gloves, of course. Getting some good loot out the gate. Okay. Oh, I guess I should check. I want to see. Where is... I think Shicho is here. Yeah, there it is. The Determination form, also known as Shicho or Form 1, is a defensive style that's ideal when heavily outnumbered. This form has the following effects. Attack modifier +1, defense +3, defense versus current target -3. Note that defenses bonuses are cumulative, so this form provides a net +0 defense against your current target, but +3 defense against enemies that are not your target. Let me look up something. I know I'm doing a lot of looking things up right now. I want to know if lightsaber forms work without lightsaber. Let's find out. I think you need a lightsaber form. Oh, this one says that they always apply. Does not work with blasters. Okay, I think you need... people are debating. People are saying you might need a lightsaber in your main hand for them to work, but then your offhand can be anything. And I think that seems likely. But let me just double check another source. Okay, yeah. Does not seem like they work without having a lightsaber, which is fine. All the more reason to try to get a lightsaber quickly. Let's do a save. Save. Typing works again. I don't know why, but I'm not going to complain. Also, we are, of course, going to do everything we can do here, right? So, all right, let's get into it.
Yes.
Let's take that shield. Oh, wrong person. Let's take that shield off with shield breaker.
Let's get this over with.
Baldur, could you move in, please? To the guy who I said to move into? And you missed. Okay, let's see if we can get a break. There we go. We would probably clear those, actually.
I will silence this one.
Okay. Hey, Baldur, please? Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm so stupid. I need him to be in aggressive now. I need them both to be in aggressive. And I need her to be in Jedi support. Okay. That's on me. That's on me. Land speeder, nothing there. No, please actually target the land speeder. There we go. Okay, nothing. Nothing. You know, sometimes those will have things. Those will have, like, loot in them or whatever.
Let's go.
Is he coming this time? He is. Awesome. Someone was screaming at me about being in stationary mode, huh? Which I don't love, but, you know, I can't hear it, right? So, I'll live. Ah, there's our other cache. I want to know what the remote's name is. Why don't we get the name of the remote? Maybe remotes don't have names. Maybe they're not that type of droid. We had a great question about droids to the email for the last Q&A. We didn't get a chance to read it, but I'm going to circle back around. I think in the world of quote-unquote generative AI, there's lots to consider about the nature.
Mercenaries have at least 2 hidden caches
of
we should keep our eyes open.
Yeah, that's what I was doing that to get this one, man. The nature of quote-unquote AI and like droids and other similar characters, right? It's like, well, what if we arrived at them in a different way than how we traditionally think of them? Have we rethought where some of the lines are, where we would traditionally say, oh, that's a person? Because I don't think anyone who I respect greatly would think of an LLM as a person, for instance. No matter how much it can mimic or stumble into mimicking the sounds that a person might make. And so why do we nevertheless feel like droids are people, for instance? Good question. I'm going to save it for a Q&A. Let's look at the map. I guess we cleared that. That's obviously a way forward too, but we've kind of cleared that because we fought those guys. Let's go around this side way and clear these other enemies. Why are you going this way? Go forward. Go forward, bud. Oh, Lord. Okay, you want to go around. Pathfinding. So funny. Oh, I didn't mean force suppress. I didn't mean to force suppress the lizard dog. Let's get running.
Minefield ahead.
Whoop, I missed what he said. I buttoned through it. That's on me. He said, we can pick our way through or take a time to disarm and clear a path. Let's do that. And get some mines that we can potentially... Oh, fuck. Is there a drone that's gonna...
What is it?
Can I please see the mines? Please don't attack me while I'm picking up the mines. This is very funny to me. Oh, god damn it. No! Come backwards! Come backwards! Oh, well... That was the worst case scenario, kind of, huh? Baldur's dead. That wasn't the way we wanted that to go. Does she have res yet? She does. There we go. Oh my god, bro. That was the worst possible outcome.
Fallen. This shall not stop us for long.
Lord. Okay, well... That's what I get for not putting everybody into stationary / ranged, I guess. We'll be fine. And that obviously leads to the Czerka site, which I think we can also just get to via the other main area. All this is XP. This is all free XP right here. Oh, is this just, why did, oh, that's a misclick. Backpack. Okay, nothing really important here. Why did they act like this was a way forward? Or we could just go through these guys. That's not true. We didn't need to go through them at all. The only way forward was this. Maybe they meant like we could like sneak around the back or sneak down the coastline? But I'm not wrong, right? The only way forward is that way. Fill this part of the map in. Yeah, there's not like a secret pathway over here that I can see. I'll double check. No, this is the edge of the map. This is it. Okay. Light speed. Okay. Well, let's go up that way. Important to run around like that too, because it got Craya back her FP. Or FP, Jesus, you can tell I've been playing Elden Ring. No, wait, is it actually FP in this? Is it force points? It might be. It's force. Yeah, okay. Czerka excavation site. Sentry droid.
What is it?
Sentry droid ahead.
Oh.
You've been spotted again. We're close to the compound, so they'll be getting ready for us.
Okay, yeah, we're fighting. You were fighting in the little conversation. Not too worried about it, buddy. The human is here. My turrets did not work. Ah, but my droids will not fail me. Destroy him, my warbots. Okay. This time, stationary. Actually, ranged. Ranged. And you I'll take control of and try to take care of these mines. Oh my god, he's getting wrecked actually, huh? Let's pause. Let's pause and heal. Let's pause, heal. And then put a energy shield on. Oh boy. Let's throw a grenade. Actually, let's throw an ion grenade. And then we can have her also throw an ion grenade, and we can try for him. I mean, first of all, he has to heal again. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, please don't run through. Okay, he's actually fine. I should have just tanked it. What the fuck was my problem? Why did I think there was an issue? And then shield break her.
This won't take long.
It probably won't.
Fallen. I hear you.
Can you, let's get you into Jedi support mode again. And could you potentially stun droid? That'd be great. In fact, let's delete all that and then let's stun droid.
What is it?
This won't take long.
Let's try that again. Damn, that kick.
This won't take long.
Bro said, I got it. Hit him with the Jean-Claude Van Damme, like, reverse axe kick. It's not an axe kick. I know an axe kick comes down. I don't know what it's called when you do like a side kick, but then pull it towards you. It's like a hook. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah?
All those years of Taekwondo taught me nothing. Cool building. Oh, this is just like the dig site from the end of Rebels. Well, here comes some more assholes to talk to. Let's save. Really would love to switch. Oop, let's not exit game. Type dig site. It's so funny that every time I do a recording, there's like different weird bugs and interactions and stuff.
There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way there, though.
Look sharp.
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about.
Who are you? He was right. Mercenaries. How about I pay you 500 credits and you stay out of my way? That's a lot of credits. I like my credits, you know? Enough talk. Let's get this out of the way. Who are you?
Fault hired me to keep everyone out of the restoration zone. You in particular.
Uh-huh. But why? What's down here? You've done a miserable job of it so far. Enough talk. Let's get this out of the way. You've done a miserable job of it so far.
You may have caught a few of my boys off guard, but let's see how you fight now, Jedi. Attack!
Okay. I'm not too worried, I gotta tell you. Flurry you. Force Scream. And you just get to it, man. In fact, I'm gonna bet he's gonna shield. Let's see if that's true. He did? Look at that. Oh, but he missed. I called it right.
You asked for it.
We should take out some of these other guys, huh? Let's do that while Baldur tanks. Though I think I might be a better tank. It's not clear.
Focus. What is it?
Can I horror you, please?
What is it?
Yep, sure can. Oh, look at that. They're toast.
What's going on?
I miss having Atten's DPS right now. Like, I'm happy to have new guy. Baldur, I know he has a name, but make sure you're aggressive now too. Okay.
Focus.
There it is. Easy. Oh, another guy, huh? Let's do it. Oh, that's scary. I would hate to be that guy. Oh boy, and there's some turrets. And more guys, okay. Kind of running through it. Man, he's getting beat the fuck up.
Yes.
Please heal, please heal. Oh, he's down, huh? He is. Okay, let's revitalize. Oh, she doesn't have the juice. Let's revitalize. Then let's immediately pause. Does she have heal juice? She doesn't. Does he have heal juice? Please heal. There you go. And let's get an energy shield on. This is the first time we've actually, like, it's dipping a little bit. Let's get the good energy shield up for me. I think we're good now. Those turrets are for real, is the thing. Okay. Would love a lightsaber. Sorry, someone's shooting her? She is. She's getting blown the fuck up, man. Life support pack and run. No, stop, stop, stop. This might be my first death. Let's heal. Let's heal with you. Let's regular heal. Actually, we don't. We got one more advanced kit.
What is it?
Okay.
What is it?
We're gonna be okay. Okay, they in fact stopped for a second, which is very funny.
I hear you.
Alright, let Craya lead and go horror them. That's what I want. She was doing kind of good, all said, apparently. Let's hit you because you're in the middle. Let's run in.
What is it?
Let me handle this.
And you demolition's good, right? So let's frag back guy.
Let us end this.
Okay, we got it. Ooh, maybe don't got it. Okay, let's break the shields. Oh, is the shield off already? No, it isn't. There it is. Shield's off.
Focus. I hear you. I will silence this one.
Okay.
Let us end this.
Oof. I hope my good friends on the A More Civilized Age podcast have a better time of that than I just did. God damn. Alright, let's save. Bonded plates, that's some armor upgrades. Shit we need, actually. Okay. Let's explore this place and see if there's anything to loot. Code locked, probably also code locked. No, nothing in there. Alright, where are some remains? Disruptor rifle. Oh my god, another guy. One guy? Okay, two guys, okay. Let's wait a second here. Oh, let's not wait a second, I guess.
I hear you.
Lock that up. Let's horror him. Okay, we're good. Are we good? I think we're good. Scroll around a little. Okay. I feel like we, skipped a whole set of guys to loot. I'm gonna run backwards to make sure I didn't miss that initial set. Are they up here? Where were they? I guess they didn't drop anything. Okay. Whew. Hard fight. Did not lose. I have evidence of it, which is good. But whew. Rough one. Let's night speed. Actually, let me take 2 seconds to run to the restroom. Hello, I'm back. I took a longer break than I thought I would. Not that that matters to you because it just comes right back. Because of ongoing, what do they say? The girls are fighting. In the middle of recording this, the Donald J. Trump Elon Musk feud blew up on the internet. Let me situate myself in a time and place. You'll know that I was now recording this on June 5th in the late afternoon EST. So yeah, I had to catch up with the posting. I took a break to post conservatives scorning, posters warning. Conservative fight, posters delight. I'm the poster. Okay, so we clearly have to go that way. But is there anything up on this landing pad first? Let me do a proper save also. Cleared camp. Oh wait, also let me bring up my recording so I can make sure that it's not broken instead of keeping Blue Sky open. Fuck, misclick. You know what? I earned that misclick. Ion grenade, a single ion grenade, huh? Computer panel. Yeah, computer panel.
Hopefully I'll be able to access the shield network from this console.
Yeah, for sure, bud.
Good. It's functional, and my passcodes still work. Now let's find your ship.
The TSF said the Ebon Hawk wasn't at any sanctioned landing site. What makes you think you can find it?
The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do.
I should check the
Telos'
armor for
atmosphere
Baldur.
has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry Minocs. So that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet, still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the shield network. Here, a small anomaly in the shield network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious.
What is it?
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa.
We should investigate this. I feel this is the best bet of finding the Ebon Hawk.
God, the birds behind her in that shot are just so good. They were in KOTOR 1, too. You kind of left Dantooine and looked out, and you could see a bunch of birds in the background. I think it's like one of the most grounding effects in this game. I mean, it's not an effect. I think it's probably a bunch of models, but what's an effect in a video game? But it makes these very simple level structures feel like real places when there are just random fauna moving around. And on the ground, those fauna tend to be just things you kill. And so when you get like a wide shot and there's like a flock of birds in the distance, not like these individual ones right here, they're fine, but like the ones that were behind Craya before, great. How are we going to get to the polar region?
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago.
So we don't know that the shuttle will still be there or working?
I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
What are we waiting for then?
There's one other small problem. Recently, Czerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
Let's go. All right, journal entry added. Let's keep on moving. Nothing else to loot up here, just doing a quick check. Nope, looks good. All right. Let's have Baldur clear this. And also, really quick, let's look at armor for him. So I just got this ceremonial armor. It's way worse. This is an 8 defense bonus. He's taking so many hits that I just didn't expect him to take. He's the worst defense of all of us somehow. I think that low dex is hitting him, actually. Unfortunately, I don't have any other armor that he could wear, which is funny. All right.
Yeah?
Can you take care of these mines? I did see those remains. I'll get those remains in a second. You know, we grab them right now, just in case there's a cutscene. There's not, or there's nothing really on there. Frag grenades. Let's recover these mines. And let's move forward. We're actually not going to move forward. We're going to end here, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with the next episode, podcast episode next week. As always, you can support us by going to patreon.com/civilized. Peace.